Set.
Yep. All right. Good morning. Let's see here. All right, we're live. We're back. This fucking show never ends, unfortunately. Cannot believe I signed this fucking deal. What a moron. All right, I'm here. Gus is back. Coleman is here. John from Warren is here.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, John. Thanks for being here. Like a young Bruno Kirby almost.
I get that a lot. Yeah.
Smaller than I thought he would be.
You don't get that a lot?
No.
Oh, boy.
I get that a lot, though, Coleman.
Okay. This is going to be a quick show. And, of course, Steve from Gloucester is here.
Morning.
And once again, as always, Gus, Kirk was right.
Kirk was right.
About Belichick. About Bill Belichick, correct?
Correct.
Said it from day one.
Yep.
Said it from day one. Actually, I can't tell. I have actually a semi-interesting story about the whole thing, but I will tell it at a later date. But I should start there because, you know, I will say this about the Bill Belichick. So Bill Belichick is gone. Obviously, everybody watching knows that. We're not going to spend much time on it. Other people will do it who know more. Though I was flipping around this morning and saw a round table with Damian Woody, who was enormous again, Mike Lombardi, one of the great morons in history, and Teddy Bruschi, who's actually a nice guy, kind of an empty head. And they're just all talking, saying nothing. I'm like, who's watching this garbage? So Belichick is gone. Press conference at noon today. Gus, maybe Coleman should cover that live. I don't know. Give his thoughts on it. Sounds like I'm sure Belichick could go somewhere else. It stinks. I thought all along they'd keep him. I mean, what do I know? Just like everybody else. The only thing I don't want to hear is I don't want to hear anybody in the media locally taking any victory laps because Curran had it and then fucking he was backtracking like a mate. So nobody's allowed to take a victory lap. And as always, nobody locally had it till Schefter and my friend Mike Reese, who I saw at the Springsteen show. When I got out of the car, Mike Reese was there. I like Mike Reese. We did this thing. And then, I love Reese. He's a nice guy. Good little guy.
That was like Trent with Tiger. That was like Trent with Tiger.
It's like Trent with Tiger. Yeah.
You're incredible.
I came up doing this again. You got talking to that fucker, Johnny.
How we doing?
Better. Much better.
There
There
you go.
Steve's
a pro with that.
Yeah, Steve's a master of that.
I came in early.
Huh?
I came in early for the mic, making sure it's in the right place.
What time did you get here?
9:20.
Okay.
It's early.
Coleman early, yeah.
Early.
It's early.
What time did you get here, John?
9.
9. Good for you. That's the time Coleman gets here generally.
Yeah, I had to let him in.
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah. But I think it kind of stinks. I will say this. Peter Minihane, if I could talk to him, he'd be down on this move.
Yeah.
He'd want Belichick. I want Belichick. It feels like now, and the Patriots are the one team I still kind of care about because I like Jonathan and I like Robert. I can say that because I'm friends with those guys. Like, the one team I still kind of care about. So it's kind of they're just like an expansion team
it's
now.
a letdown.
Like now they're just going to have, Gerard Mayo's going to be the coach and whoever's going to be I it'd be kind of exciting to have a new quarterback and all. I get that. So that's fine. But it's kind of like, now they're just like now they're literally like just like every other fucking team. They're like
How
Bears.
mutual do you think it was?
I mean, I'm sure Belichick would like to coach the team and have complete control of the organization. Right. So it's not that, but he'll have that somewhere else. Some other franchise can get Belichick.
They were talking about Atlanta, would,
right?
Washington.
I've been telling you guys,
Adam Schefter reported that this morning.
Your sources are telling you Washington, Coleman.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
The gay underworld.
Yeah.
DC.
They're plugged in.
Who knew? Yeah, I bet they. Washington, not San Diego.
Well, San Diego does have a coaching vacancy.
Right, but they're not San Diego anymore, right? The Chargers,
Los
right?
Angeles,
Chargers, yeah. So I don't know, but like, who knows? Who knows? All I know is the local media knows nothing. So I mean, Curran, do not take a victory lap. I will quote the one person in the media who knows something, and this is where I think it gets interesting. Stole my tweet today. Literally stole my tweet. The Twitter handle is @BobSosi. To me, the essence of Bill Belichick is a visor. A whistle wrapped around his finger in teaching moments in late July. Checking on punt protection in the near corner of one practice field. Pulling an undrafted rookie aside for a pointer or two in the far corner of another field.
Wow.
He doesn't get the quote tweet from me.
How did his family feel during that?
He goes back in the bunker. He goes, well, a move like this, I think he has to. I think he has to do that.
Kirk, do you think there was any copycat to that now? Because Pete Carroll, Nick Saban, do you think maybe that kind of helped make the decision of all right, now it's time to also move on from Bill? Or did they already have this
What the
predetermined?
fuck are you talking about, Steve? What kind of question is that? It's that kind of dumb stuff you're saying at Chili's 20 years ago?
Yes, I did. I did.
Carol was probably the coach of the Patriots when we were having lunch that
That's
day.
right.
No, I think this was...
This was already predetermined.
I guess, although I read this morning, who knows? I don't know. What I love, too, is when the Schefter, who literally is the biggest reporter on the planet, they just go to him. Like I said, until Schefter or even Ian has it, like, I don't believe it. But when Schefter tweeted out, I love when the local other media guys are like, confirming this. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, good. Andrew Callahan. By the way, Muttstack 0 today. He's going to wait till Friday?
Why didn't he go live today?
He should be on right
Should be
now.
going live.
The man is on a schedule.
He's, what the fuck?
Gym time.
Hang out with Scott.
What is he doing? I know he's hanging out with Scotch, but he's going to put it down and fucking and get to work.
He should have went.
Then Muttstack out tomorrow.
He should have went live today.
Of course.
Or at 12. Breaking news.
What an embarrassment. I mean, he should be, who knows? I don't know. So anyway, I'm a Belichick guy. But I mean, I like the crash. I'll still root for the Patriots, but like, if he goes to the Falcons, I'll be into the Falcons. Why not? Yeah, we can adopt the Falcons here.
And that's the one team you still follow a little bit. Is the Patriots?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up the world's biggest Celtics fan. Like, I know everything about the Celtics from the 80s. Larry Bird was my idol. But I admit I'm old. Like, I don't like watching these guys shoot 3-pointers all the time. They're great. Like, Tatum's a great player. Celtics are great. The coach watches the town. I get all that shit. I understand I'm briefed. But, like, the NBA just bores me. And I know I'm old.
We're
eyeing up
Too many.
that 2 spot, though. Knicks eyeing up that 2 spot.
Great. That's great.
Common's great. We common.
Yes. The last one championship in 1972.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you don't care about years and numbers, but that's it's a long time ago.
All I care about is OG Anunoby.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who that
The
is.
guy we traded for.
I saw that on Twitter yesterday, right? Or the other day?
Yeah, from the Raptors.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Great.
Undefeated Suns.
Wonderful. Great. Anyway, so that's about all I had. Why is that TV there?
Oh,
That's been there. I think.
yeah,
has it?
That's just the extra monitor, just in case we need to do videos.
Big after the show today. Huge. I'm taping Mount Kirkmore
Wow.
Oh, nice.
with Jeff D. Lowe, right?
Yes.
Yes. The topic is the worst Minifans. I believe, right? Yes.
Oh, boy.
Glad I'm here today.
Yes, you don't make the cut, John. Sorry, you're not relevant enough. I think I have a few curveballs. I put some thought into this when I was running this one. I think people are going to like this.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I think people are going to like this. Yeah, thank you, Steve.
How'd it go with Mike yesterday?
Good. We did All in the Family.
Yeah.
Mike does, by the way, Mike does nothing on that show. So we do the show. Coleman, am I wrong? We do the show, literally, so it's All in the Family, and Mike's sitting there like that, and he goes, what's next, Coleman? What's next, Coleman?
And I read what
What's
was
next,
next.
Coleman?
It wasn't even
the whole
like-
time. He's like, "What's next, Coleman? What's next, Coleman?" That's all he does. I'm like, "You have any fucking thoughts on the show?" And like, he's like, I'm stopping the sound. I have like All in the Family is my favorite show ever.
Yeah.
I have all these thoughts, all these things. And Mike's like, You have that Norman Lear sound from the Cabot 97 going? What's next, Coleman? Like, Mike, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
Did you want to take over the show?
I am going to. This is an announcement. I am going to do my own episode of Why You're Laughing on his network. I'm going to host it myself with my friend Craig Acone producing. I'm going to pick the topic sometime in the next month. I am picking my topic. I am doing it.
Big news.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
He was on the network tonight, I believe, right?
Yes.
Chris Clemmer? There you go. So what else is good? What's new in your world, Steve? First, have I seen you since the holidays?
Not since the holidays. I was on the last show where we
How are the-
called Greg and we.
Sure. Who can
Yeah.
forget? How are the fishes?
Wonderful.
Good. Okay.
Yeah,
Christmas
everything
was
was
good.
good.
Your daughter had a good Christmas?
It was good. Yeah.
What was the big gift?
A big, like the Barbie house thing.
Oh, you
and-
said that. Yeah,
that was her big gift. and
Good. That's nice. She had a good Christmas.
Everything
Good.
was good. Yeah.
Good. Family was good.
Family.
Oh, first
it
Christmas without your dad,
It was
right?
first one without my dad. It was a little bit more quieter, but
Yeah.
we did the best we could.
Coleman
yeah.
gets like 2 tweets saying he's good on the sound. And it's like, now it's now.
now
you got to find this. You got to find the middle
overdoing
ground.
it,
Coleman.
yeah.
You got to find the middle ground.
If
Yeah.
you know where that's from, it's pretty good.
What's that?
It's from the Hunter Biden thing yesterday, though.
Boy, that changes everything.
He interrupted
Keep
the-
pumping that sound.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no, everything's good, Kirk.
Can we hear
Yeah.
that sound again?
Oh.
That sounds like a little trendy drop we used to have in the EI days.
I thought that was Alex Bennett.
Really?
Oh, well.
That's who it
I got
sounds-
her.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Jesus Christ. What's your story? What is that hat? I can't see.
It's just a hat.
It's just a hat. Okay, I don't know
Yeah,
if you're pumping something out or something.
No. No bits, if you know me.
No bits. Yeah. I don't know you.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Okay.
No, listen, I've been a fan forever. Thank
you.
And then I just decided to kind of poke my head into the world. Before that, I was just kind of like a reply guy, or maybe like a right-wing psycho on Twitter replying on everything. But
I just mean your story about you. I don't need your Twitter history. Just like tell me about tell me a little something. So you're from Warren?
I'm from Warren.
Warren, Mass, yeah.
Warren, Rhode Island.
Warren, Rhode Island. Okay, don't know it.
Yeah.
Is there a Warren, Mass?
There is a Warren, Mass.
Yeah,
I think,
okay.
I think
There
it's
is.
Western Mass. Yeah.
Yeah,
Warren,
yeah.
it's the smallest town in the smallest state in the smallest county. So it's
How many people are there?
10,000.
That's the smallest town in Rhode Island. 10,000 people.
Yeah.
That's kind of surprising.
Yeah. It's congested.
Seems high.
Yeah.
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 The smallest city is Central Falls, and the smallest town's Warren. Fun fact.
Yep.
That was great.
Wow.
It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your you got kids, right? You do video.
kids.
You do videos
Yeah,
with
two
kids.
boys.
Yeah, you use them as
Yeah.
props. Yeah.
Yep,
The
yep,
wife
yep.
uses her as a prop.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. She's not liking it.
She's not liking it.
No.
Yeah,
No.
she'll
She
be
plays
on-
along.
She'll be
but-
once if you bring her to live, she'll be on OnlyFans in like 3 weeks. Once they get like Julie, once you get the smell of it, you just can't give it up.
So she still doesn't know that the live show falls on Easter. So it's still a conversation. we're
Live
gonna
shows not fall on Easter.
have. Well, the day after.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Easter's day after.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easter weekend.
I know, I'm just gonna leave in the
Yeah.
morning.
Go
It'll
and
be fine.
or you
Yeah.
leave that night.
Yeah, I got the Airbnb already 2 nights.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
She's not going with
She's
you.
not going.
No.
No.
Fuck her. Get up. You got early next morning.
That's what we're
Easter's
gonna
a bullshit. Like that's
Yeah.
It's not Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm not,
No.
yeah.
How old are your kids?
2.5 and 6 months.
Oh, shoot me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
I had a very clear dream last night. It's funny you said that, John. I had a very clear dream last night that Kate was a little baby again. It was great. Like I was holding her and I was like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
I woke up and I was like, that's good.
Yeah.
It's there are great moments, but then it's like,
Yep.
you're not sleeping through the night.
The 6 month, he doesn't sleep that well.
Yeah, same with Harry was the same way. Yeah,
Yeah, the
Kate was
first one
great.
slept fine.
Right, Kate was awesome. Harry's never slept through the night ever, which is the worst.
Throws off your whole day after.
Yeah,
You're not sleeping. And,
right.
Yeah.
And how can you resell boxes if you're not?
You can't do
You can't
it.
do it.
It's tough.
You can't do
Yeah,
it.
you can't.
What do you do for a living? If you're comfortable saying.
Yeah, I work for a medical supply company.
Oh, okay.
Glorified call center manager, maybe.
Yeah.
But,
Do you work from home?
a couple days a week.
Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yep. I work in Norwood.
Okay. How's that? Were you affected by that bridge commute or no?
Yeah.
You were,
Yeah, a little
okay.
bit. But then you could
So I'm on top of it, Steve. See,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
still
all
paying-
over
I'm
it.
Still paying attention.
you could swoop around
Doing your
24 though.
homework.
So that's what I've been doing.
Right by Fall River.
Yes.
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 What's wrong with Fall
Beautiful
River?
Fall
I
River.
don't know.
You're not a Chris Herren guy?
No.
I am. I was
You
friends
are?
with Chris Herren Jr. He went to BC with me.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did he follow his dad's footsteps or no?
No. He actually wound up at Alabama trying out for the football team. He
Full
used,
circle.
he used
There
to
you
play
go.
basketball at
Yeah.
BC, but then switched.
I like Chris Herren. I never believed this story that he was buying drugs in his Celtics uniform.
Yeah.
across the
Yeah,
street
I
before
didn't-
the
no,
game.
I don't-
I'm like,
I don't buy
I
that,
just,
no.
I didn't buy. I like Chris, but I don't think I bought that story.
Works at
Brother
the
was-
seminars.
Yeah.
Yeah, his brother was a great player too. His brother Mike was a great player. Durfee.
Yeah. Was that the
As was Chris.
Patino era?
Yes.
See? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, was it halftime pizza? Like buying?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have no idea.
Which they changed now. It's not there anymore. Isn't it Jay Pace?
No, it was.
It's still there? I thought it was Jay Pace now.
I went there with Ryan, my brother Ryan, before
Yeah.
the Eagles concert, where I saw Will.
Okay.
And I think it's still halftime pizza. They closed it for a while though. And
Yeah,
I think they
I wasn't
reopened
sure
it.
if I thought they had the Jay
Always
Pace
shady.
there.
It was always like a very shady. I don't know. I don't know.
Still halftime.
Still halftime?
Still halftime. It's open.
Still halftime
Okay.
pizza. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to think where to start here today. I have a couple of stories I want to start with. I'll start with this one, I guess. Beyond average Mick, or as people call him after yesterday, beyond boring Mick.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh man, Jesus, Gus. Flattered than the girls Justin's dating. Like, it was
Zero energy.
I mean, I like Mick, but I mean, you can't send that tweet and then am
That's
I
the
wrong?
part I
Yeah,
don't
it was,
understand.
it was
Yeah.
a dud.
And then the hey, got to give it to Gus after the
Right.
What was that about?
I had-
Yeah.
But Mick's a worm though, so it makes me wonder if
he
there's
cooking?
if there's a long game.
There's something going
Or
on.
was it a Montante thing? Did he
True.
get in his ear and say, listen, what I've been doing is absolutely nothing.
Well,
Just
the
sitting back.
The answer is that Mick does have a target, and he's going after the gay community.
Wow.
Why are you acting like that? Doesn't mean it's about you necessarily. I'll send you the clip right now that Mick messaged me last night.
Concerning.
I won't say my source, by the way, before I send this to you. Knicks are closer to the 8 seed than they are to the 2 seed right now.
Oh.
I will not give up my source on that, but he would have never sent me a gift with all the colors from all the president's men. I will not release my source though.
I think we're like a game and a half behind third, but
We don't miss. Oh,
That's not second.
I'm not giving my source. I'm not giving.
We're-
You won't. You
we're
won't give
getting
me,
there.
I won't give my source, Coleman. I won't do it.
because Cleveland's great.
God, relax, Coleman. Let me see here. So Mick sends me a message and says, writes, I should say. I beg your pardon.
Oh, that's funny.
I got sent this before the show, and I didn't have time to look into it, so I didn't mention it. This guy is claiming Coleman has a connection with boner salad.
Oh yeah, I do not.
Well, may I lay it out? Shut up, Coleman. May I lay it out?
Yeah, I've been seeing it.
Now, Coleman, rather, Mick, I don't know if he's doing this in character as a 16-year-old or he's dumb. He writes boner, B-O-N-O-R, salad. I don't know if that's him being a cute teenager or he's just dumb. Not sure what that means, but I figured I'd share everything with you in case. His proof is an old podcast that sounds like a voice we heard on KMS. Sends me the link. And I wrote back to him a little confused. And he said, boner salad is Coleman's buddy Aiden.
Yeah, not
same
true.
voice. Mick, it's Coleman. He's the source behind boner salad. Read my text. Blow him up, the guy says.
Wow.
Mick says, I don't know much, but I figured I'd share with you. But yeah, this guy keeps messaging me saying, Coleman's friend named Aiden, not my friend Aiden, who's currently incarcerated,
Yeah.
my friend Turtle Boy.
Right.
Let's get him out, please. Is boner salad.
He is not.
Aiden is not boner salad.
Can 150% confirm.
You do have a friend named Aiden?
I do. Yeah, he was
Okay.
on the podcast.
Do we have the what podcast is this? This is the BC. I just sent you the link, right?
Yeah, senior quotes.
Is this you on this?
Yeah, this was a while ago. Yeah, it's not great.
I like yesterday during the show when we were talking about somebody being young, and they were, or the other day they were born. What were we talking about?
Was it Nick?
2005?
The caller that called in yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
They were-
the-
they were like,
the
they were-
18-year-old.
She was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I was born in 2004, 2005. And Coleman was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, Coleman's 23. I'm 50.
But my reason
He's like
for
70.
it,
You're like,
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus.
but like like my brother's like 2002, so like that was like a big.
If your brother had been born, when's his birthday?
September 3rd.
If he was born September 3rd, 2001, did he have the power? Could he have made the Twin Towers reappear? If he was,
Probably never.
yeah. So it's really your parents' fault.
Yeah,
It's Maria's
Yeah,
fault.
yeah, blame them.
Yeah, well, there you go. All right. Let me hear. Is this you and Aiden?
Yeah.
So is he? So is Mick? Is usual Mick? I don't know how Mick's right. Is Mick saying that Aiden is boner salad?
That's
what it sounds
the
like he's
feeling
saying.
is, yeah.
The guy I'm about to hear, he thinks sounds like boner salad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
go ahead.
This season more than anything, and before we even analyze these two
This is
players
not
that we
you.
brought in,
No, this is Aiden.
just in general.
So I did the,
this has been a roller
broadcast one.
coaster. Of
I don't even know what boner salad
Yeah,
sounds
I was going to
like.
ask you
I
that
don't know what
question.
I'm doing here.
Have we heard his voice?
You know,
Yeah,
he called in yesterday.
Called in and
Not
then
yesterday. Not yesterday.
No,
the
no,
other
it was
day.
a while
2
ago.
days ago.
Do you have the boner salad?
I can
Let's
get
do it sound by sound. So, all right, we'll get that. I don't know. So you're denying it completely.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
And you have no affiliation with boner salad at all.
I don't. So people were saying it was because the other day when he called in, I knew it was him. That was because he sent a message and was like trying to call in, and I was like, okay, like call into the show. What's your number? And he gave his first 3 digits, so I knew that was who it was.
But he deactivated his account though, didn't he?
Yeah, but that was before that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he did.
and then
Okay.
he deactivated. Yeah.
Well, listen, you go against sneakers.
It's true.
Very true.
So you're denying you have no affiliation with boner salad.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Gus, how about you?
I don't. I have no clue who it is.
I was on some boner salad beats.
Also,
I had some leads.
Also,
What's that?
Aiden,
On boner salad?
I was chasing hot on the trail of a Jack Mac lead.
Jack Mac from Barstool?
Yeah.
On boner salad?
Wait.
Yeah, so what I was doing was
that
looking
kind
at
of made a little sense.
You thought
Oh,
Jack Mac
okay.
was boner salad?
So I was looking back at
Can't be.
Is that the fatso? The guy with the guy who's on Brandon's college show?
Yeah, he does like all the TikToks.
I like him, but he's boner salad?
well, he mentioned you recently,
Yeah, that's
and if you go back in Boner Salad's tweet history, he uses the word bozo a ton. Always talking about college football.
but he has a long history on Twitter though, right? Boner salad or no?
I
All right,
think so.
I just feel like that's too much work for anybody.
I think so too.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work to.
I think
Yeah.
it might be a
both.
no name now.
That's what I think. That's completely what I think.
Yeah.
And it's very important to him that he kept saying to me, I want you to know I was not trying to ruin Bender's life. He keeps saying that to me. Like until he left, and I'm like, fine, I believe
Like it's
you.
important.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm definitely against that, but I don't know I don't know. But now he'll be back. These guys never go. He's like you, Steve. You delete your Twitter account like 10 times.
12.
12 times. Yeah, right. Your Twitter account is up right now.
It is up. Oh,
It's
yeah.
right. Okay,
All the time.
You're in.
I'm 100% in.
Okay. What do you got? You got
All
bonus
right.
up?
Yeah, so we can play the side by side.
All right, who's first?
We'll
Well, it's
go.
the same person, but yeah.
It's not. We can go with Aiden first.
Aiden first.
this season more than anything, and before we even analyze these two players that we brought in, just in general, this has been a roller coaster of a season. I'm talking to our.
Hell yeah.
Are you guys naked together in bed while you
Yeah, we were.
How dreadful is this fucking podcast?
Man.
Not great. Go ahead.
Boner Salad, what got you into Barstool?
What a question.
That's a good question.
I could hear it a little.
Kind of sounds the same.
A little bit.
I can't.
But it's
Probably just to do and
Okay, Jesus.
just as good.
That's not Aiden.
That's just
Yeah.
not enough. The
No.
sound stuff never. I need more proof than that.
Get
Yeah,
a little
no.
John Rich there.
Nah, he's not going to do that. I don't think.
No, Aiden doesn't even listen or anything, sadly.
He doesn't. Oh my God, he
yeah.
seems so interesting. That's a little lost.
No, he is. You think I'm a drip. You
Yeah.
want to talk drips. Yeah.
Tough. Yeah. Well, okay. I'm sure he's a nice kid.
No, he's great. Yeah.
Okay. What do you got, Steve? What do you want to talk about?
I'm ready to go at Gus. I mean, I got some questions. I don't know if we want to go through this whole thing again or.
we could do it briefly, but I mean, yeah, I saw Gus was getting praised for some video that I completely didn't care about last night. But I'm glad he did it, I suppose. How was your day yesterday, Gus?
It was good.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I had a couple more ideas come up that filming something tomorrow that
Okay.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Unless I tell you to tell me. but
Unless
yeah.
I really don't want to tell you because I want this one to be a surprise. I'm actually proud of this one for once.
Proud. Okay. Yeah.
I was proud last night. I'm feeling a little heater. I'm feeling pretty
Yeah,
good.
you got some people saying it was good.
Yeah. It was. Well, when
Helped
I,
the show a lot. I will say so. Yeah.
But when I saw Mick's tweet, it threw me off, and then I was watching Billy Madison with my wife, and I was like, "Oh, there we go."
Good. So you're working hard last night watching Billy Madison.
Well, it was while I was eating dinner. Yes.
You watch movies while you eat dinner?
Yeah.
With your wife? Can't you just talk to her?
Yeah.
I talked.
Fuck, you have to watch a fucking
I talked
Adam
to-
Sandler movie
I
while you're
talked to
having
her the
fucking
whole
dinner.
car
You're an
ride
adult.
home.
Car home from where?
Here.
She picked you up?
No, I drove home yesterday.
You talked to her?
Wait, but how'd you? Oh, on the
I,
phone?
I have her car. Yes.
Oh.
I'm driving her car
Why wouldn't you? Okay.
because
I like
my
the
car's
idea of
not
you guys-
working.
Oh yeah.
The idea of you guys talking so much in the car is just silent at home.
It's an hour and a
Yeah.
half. It's like an hour drive home. So we talk about everything. It's like, how's the show? How are you feeling? Like stuff like that.
That's 4 seconds. What was the next 59 minutes and 56 seconds?
Just kind of like talking about stuff she has to go get and how her day was talking to the dogs, being at home sick.
How her day was talking. How was your day talking to the dogs? Nobody's ever asked that question in the history of the world before. Call a
finally
random
spoke
number.
back.
I'm going to ask somebody that question.
Yeah.
How was your day talking to the dogs?
Well, she's at home with the dogs alone, so that's all she talks to.
That's all
Who
she
would ask
talks
that
to.
question though?
And
Like,
then she calls.
I
her
had a good day
sister.
talking to. She what?
She'll call her sister and her mom sometimes, like during the day.
Thank you for the update on that.
so you talk to
Does
Clyde?
she urinate sometimes too during the day?
Yes.
Okay, so she does. She'll walk around.
Yeah.
Maybe have some food.
Yeah, she'll get out of bed,
Okay.
go to the couch.
Maybe even do number 2. Who knows, right? I mean,
Maybe.
she's a human
Only
being.
if the time's right.
Right. Who knows? She's a human being.
How was your day talking to Clyde?
It was okay. Yeah, I haven't talked to Clyde too much lately. We have an understanding. I'm not a big animal guy. I'm just not a big animal guy. I mean, you know. Oh, I saw the video. If I hear that ice rattling
Sorry.
around again, I'm going to cut your head off.
Is it more the kids that Harry?
Kate loves.
Yeah.
Kate loves the dog. Yeah. Did you see that video of that homeless guy with all those rats running out of his?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh God, it's my biggest fear in life. You just can't call a random number. I almost called you Clyde. I just call something.
Well, there was issues with weight, right?
That's true.
right.
Yeah, that wasn't
All
very
right.
nice.
Sorry, Coleman.
See what this guy did.
Are you gonna read it?
Thank you for calling your Euclid
Who?
to speak with grocery. Press 2 to speak with the meat market.
Call the meat market.
Press
Euclid Fairway Meat Department. This is Nathan. How can I help you?
Nathan, you're live to tape. How was your day talking to the dogs?
To the dogs?
Yes.
Excellent.
Good. Thank you, Nathan. Have a good day.
All right.
I mean, day talking to the dogs.
Could have been hot dogs.
He
for
said
that
it was
guy.
excellent.
That's true. Here you go, Steve. Okay. What else did you have, Gus, from your day yesterday? I'm not looking for a report. I'm just curious. See how nice I've been the last few days?
I know. I cut up the Stephen A. and Jason Whitlock audio because that was interesting. I watched the Trump town hall.
See, all he cares about is that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like sneaky. It's all you care about is that stuff.
Not really. It's Trump. Like Trump's come up on the show. He's always good for a soundbite at some point. So
Okay, go ahead.
It was worth listening for that. A call came in submitted by Tim in Canton. So I got that all set up in here.
You look disgusted, Steve.
I can't anymore.
You can't anymore.
I can't
You're not going to the
anymore.
show anymore.
I'm going to listen
video.
to the show,
Okay.
but
So
I can't
that's-
with him anymore. I just can't.
No?
No.
What do the Italians say about him?
Forget it. Just
When they say forget about
move
it?
on. Move on.
Okay, move on.
You got to do a Michael Corleone at the end of Godfather 1, Kirk, and just eliminate.
Shoot him, you're saying?
Not shoot him, but
Okay,
in
that's
the
what Michael
first
said.
third,
Shoot him.
You just move on. That's all.
Do you think Carlo would have really believed that he was going to be okay and just go to Las Vegas? Do you think he really
I mean,
believed
really,
that?
I know.
He's like, you're out of the family business.
You're out
but-
of, no, absolutely not. He had to see it coming.
Yeah, I guess you have to. I mean, like he did fucking whack his brother.
No, yeah.
Yeah, you got to go at that point.
I mean, here's my biggest gripe
Oh, sure. I'm sorry. Go ahead. With the Godfather or with Gus?
with Gus.
Okay.
Yesterday was the pity party.
Who is Gus in the Godfather? Fredo?
Definitely Fredo.
Has to be Fredo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's Coleman?
I don't know. He's got like a little Clemenza to him.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Maybe just because of the.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Right, sure.
he's a hard one to point out.
Okay.
Here's my biggest thing.
Oh, sure. Sorry again. I apologize.
He said yesterday this is his last shot,
Mm-hmm.
and if he doesn't have this,
We had a book
it's over
report.
for him. Right,
There you go.
exactly.
Yeah, that was important.
And now it seems to be more of the pity party. Like, oh, feel bad for me because Kirk's bullying me and all that.
He's definitely doing some of that.
Where was that intensity in October? Like, why didn't he in October have that mentality of this is my last shot? This is my last shot if I don't do this. And for 3 months, all he's been doing is getting.
Gus, stop.
I'm trying to move it away.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
The absolute worst.
Stop. Thank you, Stephen.
And he lies.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
But that, like, where was the mentality in October that this is my last job and I got to put everything into it in October? And now all of a sudden, the last 2 days, it's like,
isn't it criticism for the top there? Isn't that me?
yes, of course.
Shouldn't
it's you.
Shouldn't I be like, more like, hey, where's the fucking intensity? Or
But you believed in him. So
I'm a
he gave
hands-off.
you-
I am a hands-off boss. That's probably
I know.
criticism. That's probably
it's an issue.
Yeah, I think it's
but
fair
isn't
criticism.
somebody like in that realm almost like taking an oath and promising you from day one that they're going to do a good job for you?
It's like
And
The Godfather
over
again.
the 3 months, I don't think he has earned every single dollar that you've paid him
Yeah.
based upon the job that he's done.
Right.
So now he's at a point, Kirk, where he is just being ignorant, sitting in that chair, and he's being selfish. He has hijacked the show. And now, until
Well, just this week, really. I mean, really.
Yeah,
I mean, like yesterday was prelude. Today's
right,
Like,
yeah. But
we
Kirk,
move on.
we're at January 11th, and we're still talking about this.
Right. Well, we
So-
hadn't for a few months before
Right,
the best
but,
of.
You
really.
know, you guys are professionals, and you have a lot
Who
of
is?
topics. You
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
and you want to spend your time talking about this over and over and over when a lot of people are saying, look, shit will get off the pot. You're either going to keep them and tell us you're going to keep them,
Right.
or just get rid of them today.
But I like the fact that these people are annoyed, though.
You do like
Yes,
it. Is that like a perverse, like, inside joke that you have?
I like all these people are tweeting. They're so mad. They either are
Yeah.
like, and I get some people tweeting me like without Gus, you don't have a show. I'm like,
That's not true.
No.
Oh, you don't think so,
no,
Gus? Oh, thank you. I think we'll manage a roll on without you.
Have you thought about the fact
But
that
Gus, but I did see that somebody messaged me that Gus was liking all the pro tweets about him.
He
on
was.
Instagram.
No,
Yeah,
I
saw that.
did. I did. I also like some negative ones.
No, you did not. Not the tweet I saw. That's a lie.
What-
Gus, is that a lie?
Can I go back and look at my likes?
Well, let's go to my friend Maury
Detective
Povich.
determined that was a lie.
Coleman, do you have that drop that I sent?
What do you-
We'll mix it in.
Okay,
Steve.
we'll mix
Don't
it
worry
in.
It
about
doesn't work as well, Steve, when you do it like that.
Oh, I'm
just
sorry.
a piece
I'm
of
sorry.
advice.
Well, here's my other thought.
It's the bit
What was that?
detector.
The bit detector.
Oh, I got it.
That's a little strong.
the where I mentioned the Godfathers at the end, where he got rid of Barzini, Cuneo, and all that. Have you ever thought of just getting rid of Gus, not doing the Mick thing, not doing the Montante thing, and bringing in somebody else
Yes.
from outside of the
Yes.
world?
I thought about whacking them both.
Well,
I'm just being honest with you.
You can do that.
Yeah, thank
but
you,
what I'm
Steve.
saying is, when Coleman came on, he didn't have a fan club either way. So
Right.
there's like the pro Mick people, the pro
Montante, Jon,
When he
right.
came in, nobody knew about him. So he was like, whoa.
There were no expectations.
We should go with
And
Coleman
he's managed
because-
to slide under them.
So why
yes.
not bring in a second person like
Right,
that
right.
that nobody has
I agree.
an investment to?
Great. Sure.
And have somebody sit next to Coleman because you know, like, okay, in 2 months, he's going to do something again to
Oh, for
disappoint
sure,
you.
for sure.
And
But-
Mick and Montante, that isn't going to even get off the ground. Like,
Don't
that's
you,
just
don't,
not
you,
going to
don't
happen.
you like the idea of that, though?
Well,
in a
I
way?
want them to. I want them to. I want the whole thing to explode.
Correct.
Because
Because I know
they're going to fail those
right,
two.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. So I like the idea of Mick and Gus though hating each other and alternating every week is interesting to me.
It's interesting, but
do you have any? Do you have any new insight on this or no? Have you talked to Mick about this, Gus, or no?
No, I haven't. The only interaction was I saw his tweet and I did that video last night, and that's
okay.
That's
so you have you're good. Your work level. You're where you were 24 hours ago.
Like, what do you mean?
I don't know, like the alternating weeks, or every week, or every day, or not working. Where are you at?
I'm working every day. Like that's I want.
Yesterday, Gus, you said that
you
would be okay.
That's a lot.
You would be okay with. You would be okay with like doing that.
If that was the only way for me to keep my job, yes, I said that on the air. If that was my only way to stay involved as a producer in some form or fashion, yes, I would do that because I don't want to leave here. But if I had my dream thing, I would stay here full time, working every day, keep pumping out things, and keep trying my best and keep pushing on.
But Gus, where was that intensity in October? Because you had all these plans. We're going to have 3 to 5 interns. We're going to do the merchandise push, and all these things that you promised in October. There hasn't been anything.
Well, Coleman and I have talked.
To be fair, I guess you could put that on me too, though.
That's fair,
right? But Coleman, like,
all right,
okay,
well,
you buy a shirt. You buy a shirt in November. Okay,
yeah.
You have the big push. Where has been the merchandise push lately?
Well, I just think that's something like that was a big Black Friday event going on where we created merch.
Right,
like,
but why is it just that weekend though, Coleman?
I
why
think,
aren't you guys pushing things out maybe once a week, every 2 weeks?
Because I think
have you listened to the show? When does Kirk want T-shirts out every week?
But it doesn't have to be on the show. It could be like in
you're
general.
Looking for consistency.
There has to be consistency.
All right.
But it's getting to a point now, Kirk, where it's ignorant. Now it's being ignorant to everybody listening that you have him there. Oh. So you either have to make your statement of I'm keeping him and we're just going to go along with this,
or what? What's the consequence?
No, there's no consequence. What I'm saying is, Kirk, I'm trying to be professional here today.
Why? You can do whatever you want. It's okay. I like you, Steve.
But what I'm saying is, you got to make a point now where it's like, look, I'm going to keep this guy.
I like Steve. I can't help it. I just like the guy.
I'm going to keep this guy, and it is what it is, and everybody will accept it. Or you get rid of them and you go through the process.
How sneakers are those, Steve? Those look comfortable.
I got them in Italy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they Italian shoes?
They are Italian, yeah.
Those are comfortable.
No, they're very comfortable,
Almost like Skechers, but like a little nicer.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the name of them? They got an Italian.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't want to take my shoe off, Kirk, and look at it. Yeah. But
I'm sorry.
They really help with my feet, though, because my feet are horrible.
What's the Italian monetary? Is it the
euro?
Oh, right, it's euro.
Yeah.
I was saying the lira.
It used to be the lira.
The lira, yeah.
So I think I think that's the big thing, Kirk. I think now it's getting to a point where it's just ignorant. And
who's ignorant? Me or
him?
Gus? Oh, not me. Okay,
him.
Yeah, me, I suppose.
Because he's putting this.
Would you rather have me keep both? That means he stays, or get rid of both. That means Gus is gone. I'm starting completely. If it was your call.
If it was my call, Coleman, unfortunately, you have to go to.
You're whacked, Coleman.
Because it just has to be a start over. And
so Coleman last is out.
He has to go.
Yeah, we're all waiting for him to be
Barzini,
out.
Cuneo, Coleman, Gus, like get rid of you know.
Oh, that's funny.
But that's I mean, I had a bunch of things, but that's my.
I want to hear them. Okay, go ahead.
No, I mean that was. I don't want to go through the whole thing.
We will at some point.
You know, Mick did a good job yesterday, and I can't.
He did?
No, I'm kidding, of course, but
you're down on Mick.
It's not going to work. It's funny.
Mick's not going to work.
It's a funny thing, but you know him and Montante are going to clash immediately.
Well, you're a practical guy. Like, can Mike Montante, John, you're a working man from a very small county.
Yep.
Can Montante travel back and forth 24 times a year and do this job?
I don't think it'll work.
I don't think so either.
No. The flip-flopping too by week. If something comes up, like if Trump does something, do you want Montante in, but it's a Mick week?
Yeah, that's not so much. It's more just kind of like Montante 3 months in, 4 months in. I wouldn't even blame him. He's like, what? I can't fucking do this every other week. Like my girlfriend, my house, my mom.
All they're gonna do is try to undercut Coleman the whole time.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Like, all the respect. That's part of it. What's that? Coleman, relax. Take it easy. Would you, for Christ's sake, find your spot. When people are talking, you're doing a good job. Take it easy. Oh, Christ. Anyway, these kids. Yeah, I mean, we'll get to. I'm sure we'll mix in more of this stuff, but I have to say, I like Alex Bennett. Jordan Woodruff, is that her name?
Yes.
She's the dumbest fucking person on the planet. Like the dumbest. So that thing when I saw Quiggs had that tweet. So they're doing.
It's the very start of the episode.
Oh, is it?
It starts with that.
Okay, go ahead.
What do you call a picture of a bookcase?
I don't know.
A shelf.
First of all, Jordan Wood just doesn't even try.
No, there's no effort.
I don't know.
I think she was trying right there.
Maybe. Can you be playful, Jordan? Please go ahead.
Oh, that's funny.
It's pretty good, huh?
This is great.
What do you call? Oh, sorry, you have another one. Okay,
No, go. I like this. I'm saying, like good.
I have one. What is someone who does karate's favorite tea?
Karate.
Yeah. Karate.
What did the parking lot say?
I think she means what is a ninja's favorite drink?
Oh,
karate.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know. When Alex hears that, is she just placating? She's like,
no, she's not even. Yeah, she's, but she's a dummy too. But like, that's just next level. Like, that's just fully mentally disabled.
You know what's funny? I always think of the Graham Bennett during the whole thing.
Yeah,
like
Alex is happily she's dating somebody, right?
But you have to wonder, like, did he miss that comedic genius of Alex Bennett? Like where was that during the marriage?
Like, how dumb is she's so fucking dumb?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's funny though. What else you got? Or John, you have notes. It looks like.
Yeah, I've got some notes. It's funny when I sat down in here, I was kind of thinking like the last person who sat in this room who had a job was Daver, and he's
Is that
a
true?
waiter.
That's true.
Yeah,
that is
it's kinda
true.
tough.
Yeah, Mike has no job. Well, Steve has a job.
Yeah, well,
sort of. Makes
how's that
Makes
going?
a living. Yeah,
It's good.
Yeah,
Is it
pay the
booming?
bills. It's all.
Is it quiet in January post holidays or no?
A lot of returns.
Oh, sure.
Which cuts
Right.
into my profit. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Tough month. Yeah,
Tough month.
Yeah. Go ahead, John.
I was thinking about Julie. So she's actually fired from.
I messaged with her yesterday for the first time in a few days, and she wants back in.
Yep.
The thing is, she does a good job at the I's and the T's, but like I can't have the. It's a good fellow. I can't have her be one of these gumars. At the,
you can't have it.
Yapping away.
Yeah.
Like, you're either doing the Minifan stuff, which is fine, or you're in this circle, which you keep your mouth
with
shut.
Jimmy Conway and Paulie when they're sitting with Henry.
I can't have it. I can't have it. The commiserating.
Yeah.
Henry, I can't have it.
How do you get them to be like Cullinane, where like he totally turned off pretty much the social media? Like, how do you get people like Julie to do that, where it's just like, look, I know you want to be friendly, but you have a job to do.
Well, like you either it's one or the other. For that specific job, it's one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said to her, you can go and do all these. Knock yourself out. If you prefer going on Mike and Minifans and this and that, no problem. Go do it. But if you don't, then you can't do any of it. Like, I don't need her saying I'm going to mentor Coleman. Like, I don't need that shit.
You know, she's trying to do a show on the network.
What?
Unhealthy debate.
Oh,
yeah.
well.
Sorry, had to fit it in.
Go ahead, Coleman. Whatever you want.
That's funny.
Coleman, what could she mentor you on? Like
I said, being born boring.
Yeah, well, you're doing fine on your own. Coleman.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry about that. I mean, but we all like Julie. She's a very nice person. But like, I don't need that. Like, I can't fire Gus. I can't what are you doing? Like, you can do that because but you don't work for the show. It's like, I don't know. That was your note. That was the entirety of your notes, John.
No, there's more notes.
Go ahead.
I actually thought if we could talk about the Tiger, the Foreplay Tiger thing.
Oh, sure.
I actually thought before Tiger suggested the long drive, boring.
Really?
A little bit. I was kind of like waiting for it to get somewhere. Like,
I actually like when he was like instructing the guys.
Yeah,
See,
but
I love that shit though. So for me,
like, oh, let's come up with a good idea. Oh, Tiger will give us tips. It's like, all right.
well, I was watching the whole time. I was like, why is Dan Rapport not here? Like,
Yeah.
I needed him to explain it to me, and he finally did on Twitter.
2 tweets about it.
Yeah. And I love the stuff after. He's talking about Freddie and Ray Flores. For me, that's like just sweet spot city. So they have an episode up today. I'm sure they discussed it. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. So when I talked to Riggsy last week, they had like 20 minutes. So it's the tailor-made day. Like I said yesterday, I have all these guys coming. They had 15 minutes, and they're like, do something with them. I thought it was about as creative as you could be in 15 minutes with Tiger Woods. Like, what are you going to do? He couldn't leave the tee box. You can't do anything. And they were terrified that I think they said this, that he was going to do that thing, that knee thing in between. But then Rapport tweets out.
I got it up.
Okay, good for you.
Clearly just trying to get ahead of it.
Yeah, he's basically like, hey, it's, go ahead, read the tweet.
Best decision we've ever made leaving me out of this video. I would completely change the vibe. It's truly perfection. 8 years they've been building towards this moment. What a piece of content this is.
Now, like I think I said in the show, like I got that Rapport wasn't in it. Like he shouldn't be in it. Like he's kind of a media guy, and those guys are Tiger worshipers, and they've been around longer. Like Lurch should be in it before Dan.
Now, is that why? Is that confirmed why he wasn't there?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. I might have asked Riggs, But I think it was. I'm sure that's why. Because like, if you have a media guy in there, it feels like maybe Rappaport didn't want to do it. Maybe Rappaport's been critical of Tiger. Maybe his relationship's bad. I have no idea. But I think I quote tweeted and said this is a weird tweet or something. And I think he tweeted me back and said you're right. And then he kind of fell on the sword. But it was just strange. I'm like, just let the moment be. Like nobody's watching. No one's watching and thinking, "Where's Dan Rappaport?"
Yeah. Nobody.
Nobody. It's the biggest moment in the history of that show. So it was a strange one. But I thought it was pretty good. You thought it was boring? I thought it was really good.
Until then, I just didn't want to go for the tips things.
What was that?
Okay, what's your issue?
Who's that?
Tiger.
Oh, is that Tiger? The thing about Tiger's fucking enormous right now.
big.
He's fucking lose to too big, and he looks weird now when he's big. He looks like Barry
much.
Bonds now.
Do you think like Nicholas would have done this if Twitter was big like in the 80s? Like, do you think Nicholas would have that like Barstool type where he would show up and do that type? Because wasn't he kind of like more in the quieter? Like,
yeah, but it was different back then.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think
feel
like
Arnold
Palmer
would've.
would, but yeah.
It's a good point. Yeah, I guess. Like Tiger, I think he's just gotten older and understands that he needs to do stuff like this a little bit. Like, I think it's just better for him to. I could also tell that he had no fucking idea who Frankie and Trent were.
It's more of an image tour right now with him where like he's trying to.
But like, I mean,
he knew Riggs and he was hammering it. He said Riggs' name like 10
somebody
times.
told him about Riggs, and he's like, Riggsy, you lubed up, Riggsy, that whole thing. But it was,
I'll say when they were nervous in the beginning, that was pretty good.
Yeah, which I get. If, like I said, for me, like honestly, if I can meet Freddie like that, I'd be nervous. Or Springsteen, like that's it.
Yeah,
Larry Bird.
Where we at on Freddie? Where we at on Freddie?
We're at Freddie. 24 hours later.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Why don't you go to your? Did you meet Frankie Borelli at the RyderCon?
I did.
Did you exchange numbers with him?
No.
Okay, he's good friends with Joe LaCava. You know who that is?
Yes, that was Tiger Woods' old caddy, and he also caddied for Freddie.
Yes, he did. So there you make a connection right there. That's how it works.
I was just
What would you have asked Tiger if you were there? Was there anything that you would want to know from him that you may not have?
I mean, the stuff that he'd talk about.
Yeah.
Not really. I don't find Tiger Woods to be a particularly interesting interview subject, but like I just find him to be an interesting figure in history. Like he's so bigger than everything else in golf put together times like 50. That's interesting to me. But I like it'd be interesting to watch him. Like I actually thought he was pretty good giving those guys instructions, but he's so robotic. I also find that interesting. Like you could tell he was a guy trying to be personable.
Yeah,
I find that interesting. He's acting almost like he's like, okay, because like the thing you forget about Tiger Woods is he's a child star.
Yeah.
Like he's never had any friends. Not really. Like he didn't have. Like he was treated like he was on TV shows. He was on the Mike Douglas show when he was 3.
Yeah.
When he's 3 years old, he was breaking 50 at golf on 9 holes of golf. Like 5 years old, whatever. So he's like Mozart in a way. So like he's never been normal. He's always been looked at like. So when he gets around with like Riggs a loser, he's like a loser. So when he gets around a guy like Riggs or Trent or Frankie, it's like they don't like. I'm interested in Tiger's never in a situation where he's an equal to somebody, even like Freddie or Justin Thomas or nobody's equal to him. So his whole life is like that.
Yeah,
it's like me here when I bring in and you leave. But that's how it is. It's the way I set it up. That's what Steve's here. Steve's my equal, obviously. We broke bread together.
Yeah,
partner.
Yeah. I talked to Rob the other day.
How is he?
Good. Yeah, good. Hall of Fame ballot.
Oh, he gets one now. Well, he's had one for a while.
He does a creative thing every year. Actually, he does like a video around. He's doing something.
I think Jared just got one, didn't he? Like recently, did
he actually get one or?
He had some sort of tweet about the Hall of Fame and
look. Give the Red Sox credit this year. They've taken some heat, but they decided for their winter weekend not to speak to the people this year. As opposed to they've had roundtables in the past this year. Not happening. No Sam, no John, no Tom Warner. So within the organization.
Tom Warner's still working out, right? Still
he's
on the treadmill?
Yeah, he's like me. He's taking a stress test. Check out his heart.
Any results back?
Huh?
Any results back?
Everything is fine so far, which is almost more troubling. Something is not right. I can tell you that. I don't know what it is. I don't know. What else you got, Johnny?
So the KMS network kind of been on fire lately, right? They're saying the downloads
incredible,
a couple million
through the roof, 1,000.
Now, with that said, Snellster came and went. I feel like no blip on the radar.
Zero. Didn't listen to it, and that's not even his fault. That was one of those ones where I'd been in the hospital that weekend, so I was catching up. I had the KMS Rundown Show, the best show on the network, and the Consistency Podcast, which I haven't got to yet. The latest one. I've listened to every single one other than that so far.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And Mike and the Minifans. I feel like the Snellster has to.
He's still by the fire.
Was he still by the fire?
He's still by the fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pitch black.
It
Like, you couldn't even see
feels
him.
like a little.
But there was no chatter even online after he
None.
dropped it, so-
No.
Because when you go, he's been usurped by too many people. Like, this is what happens. Like, it's just, and this weekend with the bot views thing, and Gus, and like, you gotta stick, Steve, you gotta stick
It
your.
landed at the wrong time.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah. You gotta be in there. Yeah, you can't.
And he was also kind of recapping things that we've really rehashed already.
Yeah, you can't. There's too many. Yeah, I love there's a bunch of recap shows, but you can have a different angle. Snell had it for a while, but I like Snell.
I still kind of like the Snellster.
I
There's
do.
something
I'm
about
a
him.
Snell guy, but I don't.
He's a cube monkey now, so it's a new dynamic.
That's the new thing.
He said
He
he's
has
got like a cube job.
Oh yeah, right. So,
Big
do
news.
you have the Axis number or no?
Let me check.
I need to solve an issue. My friends at the Rundown reached out to me. They wanted to do a show Saturday morning and drop it. I want to be transparent.
Yeah.
And they were saying that the Axe is saying no.
Wow.
So we should get to
She's
the bottom
saying
of
no
this.
to you?
To
to them,
Saturday,
right.
Saturday morning. She says, I can't drop it on Saturday morning. We can drop it on Saturday morning. Let's call the Axe at some point here. Everyone always says how great she is on the air, so let's give it a shot. What else, John?
Matt Fuller update.
I don't. So Matt Fuller reached out to another friend of mine from high school, and sort of out of nowhere was texting him and like said, "Oh, yeah, it's me. It's Matt Fuller," and like sent him a picture and all this stuff. So Fuller's back. I haven't reached out to him, but he's back in the world.
Was he talking about you to the friend?
A little bit in some of the texts, but not really. No Celtics references. I don't quite know what's going on. Yeah, Fuller got run over. What run him? Oh, Gus ran him over. Story wise,
Yeah, I think
so.
so.
Yeah. So I don't know, but Fuller's back.
Did he message Steve or Cullinane?
I
Did he usually have a text chain with
He
those
was sending
guys?
Steve the pictures, naked pictures of that congresswoman who had naked. What was her name?
With the intern?
Yeah, it was out of nowhere, and it was like, but he's a very Christian guy. I don't know. I haven't spoken to Fuller in a million years.
Anything cooking with Barstool? Like any new projects behind the scenes or anything like that?
Yeah, something is cooking in the next month or so that I'm going to be doing. I think that's going to be interesting. This is the Axe?
Yes.
You should know we're calling.
Yes. Oh, she.
Oh, what was that, Gus?
She's at a doctor's appointment right
Oh,
now.
I'm sorry. Axe, you're at a doctor's appointment?
Yeah, I'm in the appointment right now, but I can talk briefly.
Okay. Is it a lady appointment or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to be like Katie Kirk and help out the females, like, and walk us through the process or no?
Maybe later.
Okay. So I got a message from the Rundown guy saying that you're not letting them do the show on Saturday morning. I would like the show to be up Saturday morning.
Oh, no, they can do it Saturday morning. That's fine. He asked me how late he could submit it in order to get it up on Saturday morning. And I said, ideally, like if we can get it on Friday.
Okay.
Because I don't have direct access to the YouTube for that, for uploading the files. So I have to send it to Mentors first.
Is there a doctor
So
in the
I'd
room right
like
now
to get
or
him
no?
a little bit of time.
Is there a doctor?
No,
okay.
the doctor's not in the room right now.
I got you. Okay. All right. Oh, that seems reasonable then. Okay. Go back. Good luck with everything.
All right. Thank you.
Come on. Barren as can be, probably. But okay. So there you go. The Axe. So it sounds like we're fine for Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah. Something soon. Barstool wise, I think. Yes. We'll see.
So new year, new slate. Are you willing to do a stock up or down for a few names?
Stock up or down for a few names. New year, new slate. Sure.
Let's start with Coleman.
From when?
From 2024.
So far?
So far. Clean slate.
I'm saying stock from when?
Oh, okay. So I thought you gave a stock update somewhat recently.
Like
well, you know
at
what?
the end of last year, you were doing stock up,
Let's-
stock down
okay.
on a few people.
You gotta help me out here, John. Yeah.
Yeah.
So John, like in the last 11 days, like since New Year's on,
Are we counting best of?
Counting best of and all that.
See what I'm saying? Like then
Well,
it's down.
I don't think we count best of.
Okay, since best of, since
The
post
debacle?
best of.
Yes. Yeah.
And like neutral.
Mentors.
Down.
Big Cat.
Up.
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 That surprises me a little bit.
I'm just saying up. Just telling you up.
All right. Clemmer.
Up. He texted me a compliment recently. Up.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
How you feeling about Greg in the wedding? I'm feeling up.
Starting to feel like I like him more than Danny.
Yeah.
Like I don't like. Danny tried to make a bad self-deprecating joke the other day. Patrick Ford tweeted a bad picture of like a panorama or something yesterday. Did you see that?
Shoebox dial.
Yeah, that pissed me off. Like Danny from Bill Rickett gets some shrapnel for that too. For some reason, they're both down. Yeah.
The next person will pretend that he doesn't care what you say here, but John from Scranton.
Like permanently neutral.
Yeah.
He's just like a good.
Yeah, the emergency.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you had
great
something
show.
to say when he did that.
Which I was on. No big deal.
Yeah, but then but the problem with John from Scranton is I like John from. I always say
He thinks you don't like him.
I don't know why do people care.
Yeah.
I don't know why people care.
They shouldn't.
Shut up, Steve. I'm always like, I want to be up on John from Scranton. Like, I think I retweeted something of his the other day, but then he'll have like Jay in for something, or then he brings Kane in on the thing, and like I turned it off the minute because he's so bad.
The Daver Spider-Man thing was funny.
The Daver Spider-Man.
So John from Scranton put up a video. It's you in the background singing the Spider-Man. It's Daver, like all Photoshopped.
Oh yeah. Once in a while, his videos to me are generally not funny. I don't have a sense of humor that he does, which is probably because he's on drugs. But
He's got a weird brain.
But I'm a John. We don't write a book.
I thought
on him,
he's been playing it right because everybody's been pitching things
True.
at you. He hasn't. He hasn't pitched
John.
anything.
I used to like that world is. I'm fine with those guys now.
Yeah.
Stock slightly up, as up as it can be on the loser.
Blind Mike.
Down. After Coleman, you saw it.
Oh man.
Yeah, down.
I'll save you from this bit. Last one, Carabas.
Carabas is in next week. Carabas is in Thursday. Mudd is in Wednesday. Carabas' stock is up because he's been pretty critical of the Red Sox this offseason. Yeah, I'm a Carabas. People don't like Carabas. I'm a Carabas guy.
I think he's slowly starting to do that a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, does everything slowly.
Yeah, that's right.
Slow mentally. He is slow. Is that the entire stock up in there?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. How about you, Steve? How about you, John? Steve, stock up or down since last year? Since whatever, a month ago.
I would say stock's up because I
Stock's
thought
up, Steve.
Stock's up. I thought you were going to turtle a little bit more in here today.
No.
About what?
No. Well, here's the thing, John, with Kirk. I know that he is the barking dog that doesn't bite, ultimately, because he would have.
See, he's going at you. He's not turtling.
No,
who, me?
He's tuned out. But that's usually
on a Springsteen message board right now.
But that's where I know.
And your username is boner salad.
Kirk's gonna yell and
look at all these.
But it's good to have a conversation.
Look at all these fucking towns in Rhode Island that have fucking
less than 10,000.
Yeah, I was like, this is no way this is true. It's a million.
No,
Size wise.
Size wise? Oh, I got you.
Oh,
yep.
All right, whatever. Cares? Jesus Christ.
It's the town I grew up next to.
Oh, okay. Nobody cares about that.
No.
Nobody cares. What else?
You gonna bring any Barstool people in? I don't mean content wise, background stuff for Portland. Like you've mentioned, these guys aren't going to be in control of it.
I've been talking to Lisa.
Wow.
Oh, you have been.
Is that big news?
No, I've not talked to Lisa.
Yeah,
I would say Dave's gone.
That's a hot thing to buy.
No, I have not talked to Live. Live Events Lisa hates me, I think, more than I hate her. I think.
She's
saying a
hilarious,
lot.
She's hilarious, though.
Well, she's funnier than some people. Also,
yeah.
Do you think that's just developed over time? And
what's that?
Like the Lisa.
Oh, before I'll answer up, and then I got to respond to your text from yesterday, Coleman. That's what I had in my mind. Barstool related. What were you saying?
What was like the breaking point? Was it just the initial interaction with her that, or anything with coloring? Like,
yeah, we just don't like each other. Yeah, that thing. Yes, that's exactly it, Steve. Thank you. She was telling Colleen like what to do, and don't tell Kirk. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I don't like. Then she's like, oh, Minda fans are tweeting at me. I'm like, well, then fucking do your job,
right?
But the people who like her, like Ryan Whitney's the reason she's a Barstool. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, I mean, you got to be used to people not doing their job, and,
right?
I mean, that's just part of the course.
Do you think Steve Robinson did this job all the time?
No.
Oh, you don't? Oh,
I think he did it.
How would you rank of these four?
Of these four,
how would you rank? We know who four is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Steve number one.
Steve number one.
Absolutely.
Colleen or Coleman too? Colleen checked
with your
out.
Heart, your mind, go with it.
Overall, I would say Dave, because there was a lot more to work with.
Sure.
And you can't. I mean, yeah, he checked out at the end, but I think Dave was better behind the glass on the mic than Coleman.
Okay.
Coleman 3, and then that's it.
You're even ranking 4.
No, you don't even deserve to be on the list.
Wow, what do you think of that, Gus? How would you rank the 4?
I would say
you're a Republican, so Steve first.
I mean, yeah, Steve first, Coleman second, Cullinane third, me last.
Ooh.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure,
If Steve and Dave,
Coleman loves you, Steve.
He does.
You could listen to Steve talk all day.
If they pulled the same stunts right off the bat,
who?
Steve and Dave. Let's say their first 3 months matched what Gus did.
Remember, they were by themselves.
Right.
Right.
Would you have pushed them out early? Like, so let's say if they went in, they did nothing, they promised, empty promises.
So here's the problem. You are right though, in that like underneath it all, I'm like a nice guy. Like I know you've said this. Like Gus is a nice guy.
Yes.
Like
I'll
you
give
like
that.
him as a person.
Yes.
Like, he's a lousy.
Absolutely.
He's a lousy.
He's
producer.
a lousy producer.
Lousy producer.
Would you have made the move early?
Yeah. Well, the problem is that it's just one producer.
Right.
So then you'd have to.
Yeah.
Because if I had one producer and he was doing the level of work, like the show would be on the air.
Of course.
So you'd have to do it. Yeah.
No,
yes.
I agree with you.
But I think the better question is, 4 or 5 years ago, Steve was the producer, and I hired a second producer who was an idiot like him, would I have been more likely to fire him in 2019 than 2024? I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. I think I was the same person. Like I'm just like
I thought you were a little bit more fiery in 2019 because you were coming off like EI and Murchison stuff.
But still, firing people though, like is not.
It's not in you.
No, I don't like doing it.
What would Peter Minihane do if he was in the same spot? Peter Minahane's in that chair, or he has a conversation with you. What would he have told you to do, or what would he have done?
I keep going back. I retweeted this the other day. I think maybe Red had this clip from Glengarry Glen Ross, which is my advice would be to fire your fucking ass because a loser is a loser. Find that cut, would you please? Alec Baldwin from
would have been one of those Seamus. This is what I think you should do.
If I talk to my it's funny. I never had the chance to talk to my dad about having about having employees because I didn't to the EI. Obviously, I mean I sort of did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Now I do. I think my dad would have said it's different, obviously, because there's content involved. My dad had somebody, I think he would have felt bad for him too, but I think he would have said you should probably fire him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's more of like what dads. I think my dad would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, feel bad for him, but he's got to go because he's hurting the business.
Right. What would Ron Augustus say? He hates you, so what would he say?
Oh, I mean, he would just be burying me.
Right.
Thing.
Right.
Does he know about your blunders on the show yet?
Probably.
You haven't talked to him about it?
No, it's a no talking subject when I go home visit
Why?
my family. Just doesn't want to talk about.
Who doesn't want to talk about you?
My dad.
He doesn't want to talk about like your work or just anything.
Just my
He's
work.
embarrassed about it or why?
It's again
What about Karen?
Karen's like she always will call and check in, see how I'm doing, how everything's going with that.
Mm-hmm.
With my dad, I've been hearing since I've been like 10. Stop being the center of attention. You don't got to be funny. Be serious. So that's
interesting.
Well, dads always do that, though.
Yeah, but he's not wrong.
No, not at all.
No.
But
I mean, honestly, like in a different generation, he would have been institutionalized at birth. Like he would have been like the Kennedy kid.
Hercules.
Like, yeah, right. That's what I mean. Like he would have been like the Kennedy kid. They would have
Yeah.
put him in a home and like they'd go visit him and he'd be shaking around and doing all that stuff. I think,
Have you been watching any of the episodes lately? They've been on HBO.
I watched the one the other day. Some season 3 ones. I forget which one I watched. But yeah.
I watched Marco Polo. I was telling the guys before the show. The
birthday party?
The birthday party, the 75th. They threw Carmelo in the pool. That was a good episode.
The big Reddit thing about that, the big rumor about that episode is that the Carmelo's dad's friend is Paulie Walnut's dad. Everything kind of adds up.
What was I was thinking? What do you remember? Anything he was in?
That guy?
That guy. Something. I can't place him.
Carmelo's mom just died. Henry Hill's mom.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Not
Karen.
Karen Hill's mom just died too. Right after somebody else from The Sopranos just died after that. I forget. Oh, it was Lorraine Bracco's husband, Richard, who she came back with later.
Yeah.
He just died.
Yeah, he died.
He was in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't like him on the show.
On the show? No, he was kind of cool.
I actually have a trivia at some point. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
after the excitement of yesterday's game, I don't want to.
Oh, jeez.
Criticize Gus and you let that game go by? What if Gus said he had a game and that was the game? See, you're softer on Coleman than you're soft Steve. That's what I call soft serve Steve.
No.
Soft ice cream. That's what Steve serves.
No.
If Gus had that game, you would destroy him.
True.
I don't like him.
What's I'm saying? You know what you are?
I do like
You know what that
Coleman.
is? That's inconsistent. Why
Saying that
don't you start the inconsistency podcast?
Wait.
If Gus had the game that Coleman had, you would be destroying Gus for that game.
Yes, I would.
You haven't said one negative word about that game about Coleman. No criticism for
brutal.
Coleman. Soft serve Steve. Inconsistent
Kirk,
Steve.
Coleman.
It's true. It's
Coleman,
true.
Coleman, that
No,
thing
but you're
was
doing it. But
brutal.
you would have said it anyway, though.
Yep.
Well, you just brought it up.
You're back
Yeah,
to a corner now.
but if he didn't bring it up, you wouldn't have said it.
Soft serve.
Steve, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If Gus gets fired, are you willing to change your podcast name?
No. No. I
So you need.
I wouldn't do a victory lap.
You
no.
need him. You need him in that.
No, I wouldn't.
You need him in that
Joker
job.
and Batman.
You
I heard
need
this
him.
yesterday.
You
I
need
don't
him
get
in that job. You need him in that job.
So you don't think I would go after Coleman or anybody
just think if
else?
they hired- if
like
we-
I don't want to go after people. Like
What if we hired a second producer and he was just like competent in a drip like Coleman?
then the show would still go on.
I know, but I'd be like, I mean,
I
looking
know.
over there at these two idiots. You know, it's like, who needs it?
I know, but like
That's why if Gus is gone, it's gonna have to be a Mick. It's gonna have to be a Montana.
Right, it
It's gonna
felt
have
like-
to be. John's too competent.
you can't find like
addicted
the
to
perfect
crack.
idiot in like Curtis, because you always said like was Curtis like your best idiot, or was it Cullinane? Like who
Close.
was yeah,
It's close. It's close. Steve is like an underrated idiot. Like he's
Yeah.
smart in some ways, but he's a moron in other ways too. Don't forget. Like he thought Pat Benatar was a guy.
I thought Morgan
yeah.
Wallen
So-
was a.
Huh?
You thought Morgan Wallen was a chick.
That's a little different, though.
I'm just saying. It's,
Yeah, but like that guy's like 30 years younger than me.
yeah.
But Kirk, I feel like
That's true.
I let Coleman off the hook, and other people do because you let him off the hook. That's the other thing too. Like you don't come down on Coleman the way you
Why
go
don't you
after
have
Gus.
some personal accountability in your own, Steve?
What do you mean?
I know that ice cream place. Was it just soft serve at that ice cream place, yours, Steve?
No, we didn't have any soft serve. We didn't.
Well, you got it now. You're serving it now.
I'm serving it now. That's what I'm doing.
You're serving it now.
Little sprinkles and whipped cream and
Yeah.
Speaking of which, you
Jesus.
did bring a gift today. You brought cookies or
You
donuts?
did bring some cookies.
oh, I always take care of the guys. You know that.
That's classy. The Italian cookies or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind?
Tricolor?
The tricolor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
I gotta take care
What
of
do you
them.
say, Coleman?
Thank you.
Did he thank you at that point?
He did. Yeah.
Okay. Did Gus?
No.
You didn't thank him, Gus?
He didn't tell me they were for me. He just handed. He walked.
I handed them to Coleman.
He
Did
walked
Gus have
right
them or no?
around me.
Yeah, I didn't. I
haven't
didn't
had any yet.
I shouldn't have brought him in because Coleman's been taking shots, but I got to take care of the guys when I come in.
Those poor cookies. And
Class.
Coleman there.
Yeah.
Shuddering. In
Oh,
fear.
yeah.
I mean, people are giving donuts out. I
Box
got
is shaking.
Those donuts were not consumed yesterday. I was saying to Mike after the show, I did not see the donuts being eaten.
We had them.
We each had one after.
Okay.
I had more than one.
all the
Did you have
donuts. I always think of Midnight Run whenever the donuts are brought up.
get
With
the donuts.
Jerry, got to get the donuts.
Well, Jerry's in a lot of stuff.
Jerry Keisler.
The actor was
Yeah,
in, he's the accountant in The Untouchables.
You're right.
Yes,
Yep.
I know him right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So is De Niro's in that film too.
he is.
Yeah, there you go. What else? What do you got, John? That's some stories I want to get to, but go ahead. Let me hear something
Have
else.
we checked in with Tiffany from Subway yet? I just want to make sure everything's.
Gus
running smooth.
checks in, it seems, with her roughly 40 or 50 times a day.
right.
Yeah. So, I mean, one thing we're sure of is that the
It's gonna
Subway
happen.
thing is going to be a disaster because they keep telling me,
absolutely.
like, it's not going to be open anymore. It's going to be gone, closed. It won't be there. It won't be in Delaware. Nothing. Did you speak to them yesterday?
I did not.
Speaking to golf course people yesterday.
Just more text back and forth. 1 o'clock today.
That's a blatant lie.
1 o'clock today.
1 o'clock today.
Okay. Okay, good.
Are we excited for White Lotus coming back, or are you kind of iffy on that?
I'm happy that Jason Isaacs is in it. Did you see that?
No.
He's the bad guy in The Patriot. He's
okay.
very good in the Mel Gibson film, The Patriot. But Parker Posey's in it, who I don't like.
Oh yeah, she's no good.
Just too much. It's
No.
like the whole act. And I feel like season 3 is when I didn't like season 2 that much. Season 3, I think, is when we finally, like, I feel like we're stretching this out a little too much at this
Yeah,
point.
I don't have any good shows right now, so
Neither do I.
yeah.
No. Crowned out. So I don't know. What do you got? What do you watch, Gus?
I think it's called Bookies on Max. It's got Sebastian Manic. How does it go?
Maniscalco.
I've seen
Yeah,
the
it's okay.
pictures.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
cheesy.
I've heard about Gravesend. Have you heard about
No,
that
what's
show?
that?
It's more of like a mafia type related show. I'm not sure. People have said Gravesend. Boardwalk
Yeah.
Empire was brought up the other day.
That's
I've
older.
never.
That's good though.
Is
fine.
it good? I've never. I don't know.
okay.
It's like that Game of Thrones, like going back in time stuff that I'm not really.
Yeah,
into.
I've not seen
Back when there were dragons.
I've not seen a good. I've not seen a good show in a while. I have to say. I can't think
Speaking
of
of
a
which,
show.
I checked out the Barstool Sports or the Barstool Radio, the new show.
How was it?
Uh,
Rough.
it was, it might not have been as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Sure it will,
But there
yeah.
was a period where Francis was just talking about his frat at Harvard. I literally thought I was going to pull over.
Francis to me is like I like him, but comedian, that's tough. I don't know. There's not gonna be a lot of listening on that show. It's gonna be my issue.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I still think it's crazy, the KFC thing. I can't believe, like, why would
confused by that reasoning.
The listeners jumping ships just seems kind of strange.
Yeah.
And will they get them back? That's got to be a concern.
He's very concerned about it. I'm trying to think, if I did this show on Barstool Radio for 1 hour a day, after doing this show every day, would I lose some of these listeners to Barstool?
That's what I was thinking about too. But
because it sounds like they're just doing the same kind of show.
I don't think you would though.
I don't know.
Like with your fan base, I think
it
it's
would be a
different with,
carryover.
like,
But I wouldn't do it. But I would just make that. I think we proposed it at some point when they were trying to make Barstool Radio an all day thing. Just make 1 hour of this or that. But which ties in though. So explain the text you sent me yesterday, Coleman.
Oh, basically they were just.
Who is they? Who is the person?
It's Stenko. He's helped you out a little bit.
I don't know
New
who that
York.
is.
Yeah, he's just a tech guy, like control room guy, basically. For a couple shows, they just have where once the stream ends, it goes to the next show or whatever. I don't think it's necessarily like a daily thing where like automatically.
I know what you mean though. So the show ends today.
Yeah.
So where does it go? What do you mean?
So on YouTube.
On YouTube.
I know we're on YouTube, but what does that mean?
On YouTube, we end.
The Kirk Minihane Show is over.
Over.
Okay.
The next playable show for people would be, let's say, radio coming up next, or radio is on.
How does that help me?
It would then just push there. Well, for example, if you're on Barstool Radio or something.
If I'm a guest on Barstool Radio?
Yeah, and you call in, like it could just send people there next.
To my show next.
To you on radio.
Oh.
Or vice versa. That's the other thing, is it could work.
What's the payoff?
How does it help? I don't get. I mean, how does it help? Who does? I'm happy to help the company out.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm missing how that helps. I just don't get it.
So
I don't have a brain for this.
it also could work the other way around, where let's say they're doing a stream Sunday night or something, and they end
Like a football thing or something.
Yeah, and we're live when we do Sunday night shows. Like it could go back to us and then bring in.
That's fine.
New
I
fans.
don't care.
It's not like a.
I don't care.
It doesn't need to be like a daily thing.
It's
It's
like
just
cross-promotion?
certain things. Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
So basically, when a YouTube video ends, it auto plays to the next video. We could be
like
the next
TikTok.
video.
Gus
then-
is just going to explain the same thing again. Can I do that for
It was
you?
on the
Do it or
drawing
no?
board last night.
I got you. Okay, yeah. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm sure people will tweet me some reason why it's not, but that seems fine to me.
Yeah, it was just
The
an
second one I
accident.
find a little more problematic.
Yeah, so that wasn't a direct ask. I just know it's been brought up with different live stream shows.
So
if
not
you
with
don't
us.
want
It
to-
wasn't brought up by anybody.
No,
asking,
it was a generality. So
which is like the Jerry thing,
yeah, the super chat basically.
which is that people pay.
If they want, they can like donate.
Does that mean I have to answer a question on the chat or something?
That's the thing is like
Okay,
I
I
know.
So it becomes like a Rico
Exactly.
thing.
I will
where,
not
like,
be. I will
exactly.
not be participating.
So I mean, you could allow it and not technically answer.
I don't want people
but
donating to the.
that's kinda what I figured.
I'm fine.
Yep.
I don't need to do that. I'm all set with that.
The donation thing is weird.
Don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like nothing against people who do it. Like that's if they're comfortable doing it, that's fantastic. I would feel weird having somebody. Like I said the other day, and I have to read my home address on the show.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Coleman, where do those donations go? Do they go like?
Does that go to Dave, or
Like
does
they
that
say,
go
oh,
to-
super chat. Like, but where does that money go?
So it would appear under our revenue of like what we make through YouTube, and then that I assume goes to Dave and the greater Barstool, I guess.
I just feel like it's not. For me, it feels cheap. I don't want to do it. Other people do it. That's great. It's not.
Yeah, but Jerry's show chat runs the show. You run the show here. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. I've never looked at the chat, so I don't really care. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's people are saying insane things. That's great.
The usual.
Mick's there.
Is Mick there right
Kane's
now?
there. Yeah.
Yeah, the usual.
John Scranton's there.
Right,
yeah.
the usual idiots, and that's fine. But I don't want them to have to pay the.
Don the Jeweler.
Yeah, I don't want to have them pay the. That seems.
Great account, by the way.
Who's that?
Don the Jeweler.
Don the Jeweler's a good account.
Who do you prefer between the two, Don the Jeweler or David in Maryland? Both great, but
David in Maryland's really good.
I think
They're
David in
both very
Maryland
good.
might have
Yeah.
stepped up there. I don't know.
Maybe he's good. Don the Jeweler's very good.
Gig?
Gig is good.
Well, he's number 10 on the list, so I mean,
Right, but he comes and goes. I like him though.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought 10 was the Minifans.
10 was a Minifans.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
he had
number
Gus.
10.
Gus always brings up Gig for some reason. I don't know why. It's obsessed with him. I don't know. Sure. Is he a Republican?
I don't know.
You know that. Is he a
No,
Republican?
I genuinely don't know. I only talked to him
The lie
about home
detector
improvement.
determined that was a lie.
What else you got, Gus?
Tim and Canton called the radio station in Nashville about the boner salad update.
Okay. Or you could just say we have a prank phone call without giving out who called, where it was, and what it was about. But okay. See what I'm saying, Steve? Like, I mean, that's just like.
He's beating me up.
Why don't you read the
I'm just beat
transcript of
up.
the call next? Like, do you understand why that
Yes.
is kind of dumb?
Yes.
What was dumb about it?
I gave it away.
How would you do it? Let's do it again. Rewind. Gus, make your rewind noise everyone loves. Okay. What else we got, Gus?
I got a prank call submitted in today.
Okay, I guess I suppose that's better. I'm not really sure what you said at the end, but okay, go ahead. I wonder what it could be.
Let's go to Tim, who's up next here on the program. Thank you for calling. Go ahead, Tim.
People are forgetting that Mayo outed Jerry's uncle as Juan. And also, the word on the street is Bill Belichick is getting let go today because it's been revealed he is actually bonus salad. So I'll hang up and listen. Thanks, man.
I don't understand a single thing that he said. Did you understand any of that?
Sounds like Pat McAfee.
I thought he was going to say as
Honestly, I
reported
didn't hear
by
a lot of
Bonus
it
Salad.
fully. You know, I was on the phone, so
Sure.
yeah.
I don't understand a single thing that guy said. Here's what I will tell
I knew
you
he
about
told
the
me he was a Patriots fan, and this was a good day because he thinks Belichick's about to be fired, something like that.
I mean, I think Belichick's going to get fired too.
He nailed it. The fucking guy nailed it. The guy better than me.
He nailed it.
Knew it. He sounds like McAfee kind of, doesn't he? Huh. Okay. Well, great call. Thanks, Jim. What else?
I do have that McAfee audio you sent along.
Oh, so there's a podcast on The Ringer called The Town, hosted by Matt Bellany. I also do it sometimes, like inside Hollywood stuff. He had a guest on, it was kind of a drip, talking about the McAfee situation. Do you have the lead up to it, kind of, or no?
A little bit, yeah.
Go ahead.
What we do know is the guy that stopped by yesterday caused quite a conversation.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. Hang on.
Definitely was not him.
Yeah.
You know, I know this,
Here
by
it
the way.
is.
Hold on one second. I just noticed this yesterday for the first time. Body armor drink here. Body. Alkaline water.
Yep.
I never noticed. I don't know why. That's alkaline.
The pitcher?
The old player for the Tigers. Yeah. I never noticed that too. If you space it together,
Alkaline. There we go.
I don't know why. I was fascinated by that.
How much time do you spend on that?
More than time I was listening to Mike yap away or Gene Staples. Mike, you ever watch an episode? Jesus. Go ahead.
Maybe Pat McAfee's YouTube show.
I'm sorry, Coleman. So just so they're talking about the McAfee thing. So Aaron Rodgers is no longer going to be on that show the rest of the year. They're talking about the disaster that is, and of course these guys are. I have now done a 180 almost, where it's like Jimmy Kimmel's got to take a fucking joke. He's a late night.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. Destroy him every day. Like Rodgers is an idiot. Just pummel him for the idiot that he is. But go ahead.
Put it on TV as a failure, and he's temperamental, but you really want him to be on game day, and you want to feature him more, as college football is this growth sport. But how are you going to do that? How are you going to take his baby from him and get him doing what he is optimized to do? So that's
Right.
the bind they're in currently.
And it's not new to ESPN. I mean, they tried to reach younger viewers with Barstool Sports, had to cut that because Dave Portnoy turned out to be the world's biggest douchebag.
All right, so hold on. So this is Matt Bellany, this fucking asshole from The Ringer. Like, I love Dave. First of all, he's a friend and he's my boss. He's been a great boss. Shut the fuck up. Like, honestly, you work for Bill Simmons, who I also was friends with at one point. Bill Simmons, again, like in the past, talked about how much he wanted to have sex with Serena Williams when she was like 17 or 18, and how she was during like an Amazon kind of way, and talk like, he's been just as bad as Portnoy forever.
What are we talking about?
I'm so sick of this shit. And first of all, like, that's not like, they had them go on, pardon my take, for one episode, and they were pussies about it. They took them off. I fucking hate people like that. It's like Hollywood, fake elite, not even connected to reality, bullshit artist. Goes on with this other guy. He's like, so Dave Portnoy tried to be the world's biggest douchebag on The Ringer, by the way, on the network, where, same network, I'm sure he did mention Amanda Dobbins a couple of years ago, saying that, Megyn Kelly deserved to be sexually harassed. Do we have that or no?
Yes, we do.
Hold on. This is before that Bombshell movie came out. It was on The Ringer, same network Matt Bellany's on. He's happy to go on there with these people, with Simmons and all these other people. And they're talking about Megyn Kelly from the movie Bombshell, who was sexually harassed by Roger Ailes.
Kelly in the universe. That's got to be a very odd existence.
I have to be honest, I don't really care. I think what it means to be Megyn Kelly is that you're rich as shit and successful, and she's fine, and she's posting the picture of her son looking at her on a movie poster and gets a lot of sympathetic responses from people. Megyn Kelly's fine. And that's the one thing where I'm kind of with Sean's wife on this, which is there is a dimension to this movie that's unexamined. I feel of these women are participating in a lot of things, not in sexual harassment. And it's a complicated situation. And the movie shows that to a degree, but it's also that these women are on Fox News in short skirts and they know what they're doing.
That's Matt Bellany's network right there.
Yeah.
Rape and sexually harass Matt Bellany is fine working for those people. With those people, with Bill Simmons and Bill Simmons, who I, by the way, like, but like if you're going to go after Dave, I'm going to go after your guy, like saying that Serena Williams should be doing this and this girl should have a bag over her head and transgender jokes and all these problematic things. So shut the fuck up.
It's like they think you're going to forget something.
Yeah,
like
just
Jimmy Kimmel with like the Man Show.
Yeah, just shit right. I mean, exactly. Defending Kimmel, I'm fine with. Again, like Kimmel, whatever. He wore blackface a bunch. I'm sure he regrets it. Life goes on. But I hate that. He's the world's biggest douchebag. Why? Like, why? Why isn't Amanda Dobbins the world's biggest douchebag? She's fine with Megyn Kelly being sexually harassed. Like, what's the fucking difference? I'm so sick of these fucking phonies.
Well, they're going how the wind blows because like Howard Stern's doing this whole new thing now.
Yeah,
this
he's
new
another
image.
pussy.
It's like
another
you
loser.
know,
Oh, I hate that shit. Though.
Yeah.
Like the world's biggest. He has no fucking shit. I hate that. I fucking hate that. Oosh. What else?
I think they actually ended up bringing up Howard Stern in that clip a little later too.
Who they did?
Yeah.
What they say? I bailed after that. Actually, what they say?
They knew that beforehand, but they brought him in anyways. You know, the larger business issue here is that Disney is strategizing how to take ESPN over the top, meaning to make it available only as a digital subscription, not as part of the cable bundle. And presumably when you do that, you're going to reach a younger demographic that is never cable people, that just are not interested in subscribing to the cable bundle, but might pay
How long is
$20
this
a
fucking
month.
clip?
It was towards the end.
For the other professional hosts. I think it's a pretty barren cupboard right now. It's hard. There's so much noise out there in the culture. It's very difficult to break through. It's really difficult to get traction. And the irony of this whole thing is that I would argue that the McAfee show is a failure, but this is helping him in the way Howard Stern raged against the man on his rise.
Oh, whatever. Who cares? But yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, no one's watching McAfee's show, which is no surprise. But yeah, I mean, I don't
even know who his show's for.
I mean, it did very well on YouTube. I mean, idiots on YouTube, big sportos, I guess, like who think he's funny. He's terrible, but like whatever.
Why don't you just
made a
go to
living off of it.
Barstool? I feel like that demographic just has to be going to Barstool anyway, right? Like,
well, people were watching him on YouTube though. McAfee, you got $85 million from ESPN. He must have been doing something right.
Yeah.
And what's this whole Aaron Rodgers thing? Like, I find him to be such like an asshole.
Rodgers?
He's like that
Yeah,
Phil Mickelson type.
Yeah,
like,
he's a douche, but
yeah.
like, but that's fine. Like, I don't, it's yeah, that thing just pissed me off for guys like that. Or I don't know. Who knows? But yeah. Anyways, what else?
So I mentioned it earlier, but they're Hunter Biden leaving that meeting yesterday.
Yeah,
that was pretty wild.
Yeah,
did you have any thoughts on that? All right. Outside of that, did you see that AI George Carlin?
Yeah,
that someone
that.
made.
Yeah.
It was horrendous.
Yeah.
Outside of that,
What is that about? What's can you explain?
Here's a Simmons quote: "The Williams sisters are cute in an Amazon kind of way." Jesus Christ! Serena was like 16 or something at the time. It's like on the fuck up. Like fine. Like he was younger. He was dumb. I don't hold it, but like guys like Matt Bellany were telling me, like, shut the fuck
But
up.
do they think people are going to forget that?
Yeah, people do. When you're on that side,
right?
People forget about it. When you're like Portnoy or me or whoever. Like oh, please don't make me take Aaron Rodgers' side. I don't want to. Please don't. I really don't want to. I don't know. What else?
I've been invested in these tunnels in Brooklyn, the Jewish tunnels.
You're invested in them?
Oh, I'm very curious about what's going on.
Invested in them.
I saw, there was like video on that on YouTube the other day.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. It's funny. It's one of these stories
the tunnels
where it's crazy, but like the mainstream media is not really covering it, right?
Yeah, I think it was like people were calling out like Ben Shapiro for not talking about it or coming down on it or anything. I think the initial spin though, there was some kind of like I guess with all the Epstein thing going on, like pedophile ring going on, they were saying, because there was like baby chairs and like mattresses found down there that were like soiled or whatever.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily seem to be the case. So I think that narrative is kind of faded away.
There's just Jews like running around in the tunnels, pretty much.
Yeah, like
Popping out of the
and they're
sewers.
finding them, popping out of sewers.
Really?
Just- yeah.
The imagery is hilarious.
Very strange. Well, I saw Za had a video where a while ago where he had stomped a hole in Manhattan. He's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And, like, I think that was one of them. I think.
Wow.
I don't know if it's something tying back to maybe like during COVID when they had to find a way to
That's what they
worship or
said.
whatever. Yeah. Like,
Oh, yeah, probably. I suppose. Maybe Adam the Jew would know. I don't know.
it's true.
Man, who knows?
Did you see feats and or fights and Lil Sass on their Out of Order? That was like
That was
the
fun.
premise.
Oh, they
of
tell
their
me.
thing.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yes, I did see that. What else do you have, John? You have a whole bunch of notes?
I've got some notes.
Steve's got more notes, I see.
We've covered a lot
I
of
have
it.
notes, but a lot of stuff we've already covered.
Sure. Yeah. What were you saying, John?
Jeff D. Lowe.
Jeff D. Lowe, the commissioner.
The commissioner. We hear a lot about the famous dinner and the tip.
Well, Jeff left me, by the way, gave me a great gift. I know people might not understand it, but he got me this gift. He said, thanks again for the Springsteen tickets, and sent me a gift, which is basically the color of every scene of All the President's Men.
Wow.
Is each line, which I think is actually pretty creative. It's sort of interesting. I'm not sure how to put it. If you see it like that, it's actually every single scene in the movie, each line, which I think is a very interesting gift.
But it'll just sit there for.
No, I'll put it up
I
somewhere.
would say it's in an office or a home.
I don't know where to put it.
Is that the movie you would have wanted?
Yes, because we both
okay.
it's one of my favorite movies. Yeah. What were you saying, John?
What would you grade his performance at the actual concert? Is he a sway guy? Is he a
He was
sing-along
good.
guy?
He's a picture guy.
Okay, it's tough. Yeah.
Not my favorite thing, but not obnoxiously so. He's younger though.
Is he a video guy too, though?
Not really. He made me take that picture of him when he was sad about Dune 2, but that was in the restaurant. I'll give him a B. The whole night a B.
Is he in more of the meter category? Like
the what?
Didn't you go to a concert with Meter once?
Oh yeah, Meter. Yeah,
Is
Meter.
he
Meter's
more
got-
entertaining than Meter?
Meter's
at a
got a
con-
weird video of Chris Mad Dog Russo dancing around.
Yeah. Like who's more enjoyable
I would
if
say
you had to go to?
I'd say pretty similar.
Yeah.
Pretty similar. Yeah, they're both good. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. They were both good. Yeah. Good performance by Jeff that night. I think.
Good. I'll jot that down.
Thank you, John.
Who do you enjoy going with? Like your brother or who?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Good. Yes. I'm not looking to talk during the show. I'm looking. I'm not there. Like I always say, I'm not there to have any fun. Like it's work. Going to the Springsteen show is work. I care about the set list. I care about how he sounds. I'm focused on the show. I'm not looking to fucking, take pictures and fucking get drinks. And people can do that. That's perfectly fine. But that's not. Like I find fun to be tremendously overrated. Like life's too short to
I
have
agree
fun.
with you.
I stand by that. What's the point?
Have you seen? Seems like Matthew Perry. They're starting to finally. He's been dead 79 days now, but now New York Post is coming out with all the stories.
Oh, is that right?
Through a coffee table at his ex-fiance. Women are coming out saying,
really? Oh, I didn't see this. Was this yesterday or something?
It came out last night.
Oh, I didn't even see this. Oh,
Ketamine's a hell of a drug.
Drugs, though, man. Like, he was beating them up or no?
I mean, I read the headlines. So.
Oh, no. That's too bad.
Yeah, I just took note. 79 days. That's all it took.
Yeah. It's too bad. Matthew Perry violently assaulted women while posing. Oh, boy. Assaulted at least 2 women in liable sobriety. Well, liable sobriety. I'm not going to kill him for it up to his death, but through a coffee table, ex-fiance assaulted multiple women. Oh, yeah. I mean, but if it's true, like, do you not want them to report it?
No, of course.
Did he have a history of that? I know, like
I didn't know.
alcohol and the drugs, but I didn't. You never really heard much else than that,
right?
Daily Mail's headline: "Not a friend, but a fraud."
It's true. It's true. Jeez. Huh.
No, I just think it's funny when they first die and you have the.
Well, yeah, that's
he was
how it
such a
goes.
great guy,
Right,
and this,
right.
and then
Then they start. Yeah, that's inevitable.
John, were you into that show? I was never a fan.
No, that's like a Netflix at night. My wife puts it on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Go to
It
sleep
never
to
happened to Jon Stewart though. He never got that treatment after he died.
No, it's true.
I've never read anything bad negative about Jon Stewart. Not a word.
Then again, we haven't started digging yet, really.
I'm sure men the fans have.
That's true.
I'm sure men the fans have.
Well, granted, we didn't know he died for like a year.
That's true. It's true. Gus was not on that.
I was not.
No. Did you know him at all?
I may have said hi to him at the Wilbur, but that would be it.
Okay. Sounds like a lie.
Those
That's a
are,
blatant
I really
lie.
enjoyed.
That was
the
that's
parts
a lie.
about those calls that were really enjoyable was that sometimes he just didn't want to hear your answer, and he
All the time.
had his list of like,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
I'm
no,
gonna
he-
say this
remember.
10 things, and I'm just gonna do it. And
He
I
didn't
don't
care at all. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss him. I do miss him. What else?
I just love the story you tell about Blind Mike and the Warthog staring at each other and not saying
incredible.
anything. It's the greatest story of all
It's
time.
the worst chemistry I've ever seen there, but they're best friends, I guess. I suppose. I don't know. I don't really understand it.
He's played a big role lately, the Warthog, huh?
Yeah, he's almost got your guy out. I also don't know what Mike was doing in California. I don't know what he's doing in San Diego.
I assumed he just like told you.
that,
We have no idea.
Yeah, something's fishy about that.
He takes a lot of vacations recently, huh? Vermont,
does.
Vegas, California. He's
Texas.
Hands on moving.
Relocation.
Doesn't have a job.
Subscription, baby.
I guess, but he's not. I hope he's making it. BlindMike.net. Go subscribe.
Well, he also gets a monthly stipend, doesn't he? Like
that's
disability
true.
and all that.
So we're paying for him to fucking go take these trips. Unbelievable.
Pretty much.
On the fucking dole.
Well, you'll be paying unemployment soon, I hope.
Who's that? Gus?
Yeah.
Oh, Portnoy will be, yeah.
Oh, Portnoy will be.
That's true, yeah. That's true. Have you talked to Portnoy at all since you got the job? Have you guys connected or no?
No. He came to Bridgewater. I just released his video of a pizza place in Bridgewater.
What grade did he give it?
8.1.
Have you had that pizza before?
I have not. I was actually on Monday. I told my wife I want to try it. So.
Wow, what a story.
It was.
What was the name of the place?
Flying J's.
What movie were you watching while you were having this conversation?
On Monday? I don't know.
Okay. That was a long time ago.
Billy Madison. Like,
he's an idiot. What do you expect?
I like Adam Sandler movies. Mr. Deeds, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Longest Yard.
Silly but good.
Yeah.
The only good I liked Uncut Gems.
It's a good movie.
That was a good one.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems is really
Happy
good.
Gilmore's a great comedy. Happy Gilmore's a great comedy. I'm not a big Billy Madison guy, but I like it. I like Happy Gilmore. It's a funny movie.
Just Go With It is a
that was his
sneaky
thing.
great one.
What?
Just Go With It?
I know, but what'd you say, Gus, today?
He comes in like we were talking about the video, and I said to Happy Gilmore, he goes, when I think of Adam Sandler, I think of Just Go With It.
I didn't say when I think of Adam Sandler. I said,
Oh, that's his favorite movie that he used to rip. Was that it?
yes.
Okay.
That was way
What's
more
wrong with
accurate.
that? What do you care?
That was way more accurate than.
Gus is happy to pile on somebody, though.
Oh,
You know,
he has to.
Jeez.
It's the new thing now. It's
Yeah.
the pity party. We have to like.
There's
There's been no pity party today.
There's some of that.
Well, there was yesterday with that whole. Like, this is my last shot.
I was getting beat up for 3 days in a row. Of course, it's going to take a toll on you at some point.
It has. But Gus, where was you? Just haven't answered the question. Where was the energy in October that you had yesterday?
There was energy in October. I mean, Coleman and I were feeling each other out, getting used to each other.
Feeling each other out.
Yeah.
I thought you said up. I'm sorry. But no, really, like, where was that intensity? Like, when you, like, yesterday, you were really like, Kirk, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. How come in October you didn't have that? Like,
I mean, I was very nervous, as you can probably still hear. I get nervous. I get tripped up easy. I was trying to find something like to get some sort of comfort, get going. I'm starting to kind of feel my way, thinking about things more, not rushing, like putting...
All right, Milton's the store for men. Their big winter clearance sales happening right now. The 3 great locations: South Shore Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill, and of course their newest location at the Burlington Mall. I suppose there are winter weddings now, right? This is kind of people just get married all the time. It's just
all the time.
It's just different now. Buy one get one free. Sue the event continues to roll. What are you giving him the no on there, Coleman?
Oh no, I'm just telling him the ad. It's great.
Tell him the what?
We got the ad up. Milton's.
Oh, on YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, good. Top priority for me. Put the donation in there, guys. Would you please, if you're on the
Thanks,
chat right
chat.
now?
Thanks, chat.
It'll spill right into Pick'em or something after that. Can't wait. The original sponsor of Kirk Minihane, not just KMS. Get all your stuff right now. Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vine, Cole, not Coles, Coleman, I should say. Shoes, boots, slippers, Uggs, all on sale right now as we speak. Go to Miltons.com. Go to the site. Look around. Tell them, please. They want you to tell them the Kirk Minihane Show sent you if you go. John, have you ever been to Milton's?
I've not been to Milton's.
You've never been to Milton's?
No.
What's wrong with you?
I know.
Jesus Christ. Miltons.com. There are 3 great locations. Help out the Kirk Minihane Show. Help out Miltons. Help out yourself. Look great. Go to Miltons.com. Our great day 1 and last day sponsor. The last read I ever do will be from Miltons. I promise you that. What else? What else, Gus?
Did you want to hear?
No.
So, okay.
It's going to be President Trump? Is that what you're going to say?
No, I was going to say Stephen A's reaction to Jason Whitlock.
All right. So is Whitlock just saying that Stephen A is lying about playing basketball or something? Is that what it is?
So that was part of it, but then I think he was also attacking his memoir that Stephen A is claiming that he fully wrote, and I guess Whitlock was saying that he didn't.
Did Whitlock write it or no? Is that what Whitlock is saying or no?
I thought he was just attacking.
Oh, yeah. It was probably
validity
true.
of it.
I don't think
Yeah.
Stephen A probably wrote it.
Have you ever dealt with Whitlock? Have you seen
Yes.
Did you have him on?
Mm-hmm. We had him on the Super Bowl once. He was fine. I talked to him once at the Gillette at some game. He was nice.
But isn't he like another one like McAfee or Kimmel where like he was always talking about strip clubs and girls
totally.
and now all of a sudden he's totally flipped.
No, he's a phony. Yeah. But he was always nice to me. Like, I got no problem with Whitlock. I think he's it's like a gig. He's just he doesn't believe in your shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Is he
Stephen
still
A's the exact same. I think so. I don't know. I don't read it.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else? I don't care about that.
Did you see about that We Are the World documentary coming out?
Yes, I did.
And Springsteen is going to have
Bruce Springsteen is
an interview in it.
I think if you got my phone is this way, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I think if you looked it up right now and asked me to list these singers in order of We Are the World, the solo singers, I think I could do it.
Okay.
I think I could do it. Should I try it?
Try it.
Yep. All right. Let me know when you have it, if you have it, Coleman.
I'm just trying to think back to the video.
Now you're going in order.
In order. There comes a time when we hear the certain call. So that's Lionel Richie first.
Yep.
Where the world must come together. So that's Stevie Wonder.
Yep.
There are people dying. Oh, so Paul Simon. To life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on. That's Kenny Rogers.
Yep.
Pretending day by day. That's someone, somewhere, soon make a. That's James Ingram.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We are a part of God's great big. That's a late Tina Turner.
Yes.
Yep.
And then and the truth. Love is. That's Billy Joel.
Yep.
We are the world. That's Michael Jackson. Right?
Yep.
We are the children. Diana Ross.
Yep.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So, send them your heart so they know that someone cares. So, Dionne Warwick. Was that correct or no?
Yes.
We don't need that sound.
Okay.
Into Willie Nelson.
Yep.
As God has shown us by turning stone to bread. You know who the next person is? This person sang the Moonlighting theme.
I thought you were about to start belting it out.
Not Huey Lewis.
Nope. He's in there, though.
He is.
We'll get to him.
Daryl Hall?
Nope. No. I believe Al Jarreau.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All we need. I think I know the next guy.
I think so too.
Yes. The next guy is Bruce Frederick Springsteen.
Yes.
We are the world. We are the children. That's Daryl Hall after him.
No.
No, hold on. We are the world. We are the children. Kenny Loggins, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are the ones who make a brighter day, so let's start giving. Steve Perry?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow.
Then Daryl
Good
Hall?
pull.
Wait, hold
Yes.
on. Okay.
Good pull.
Then Michael Jackson.
No.
No, wait. Oh, did I just do Steve Perry last? Oh, I did Daryl Hall.
You did
Yeah.
Hall.
Daryl Hall.
Well, I'm confused. Well, let me start again. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's not get there's a charge. Steve Perry. It's true. We make a better day. Just you and me. I thought this is Michael Jackson out of that. When you're down and out, and it seems no hope at all. Then Huey Lewis.
You already did.
I did Michael Jackson. No, Michael Jackson does two of them. He does one with Diana Ross, and he does one with Huey Lewis.
Oh, so yes, because they just have Huey Lewis.
Yeah, goes
Right.
Michael Jackson. When you're down and out,
Yep.
it seems no hope at all. And then Huey Lewis, just believe there's nowhere we come.
Yep.
Right, Cyndi
Yep.
Lauper.
Yep.
Whoa,
Then
whoa,
Cyndi
whoa.
Lauper. Yep.
Cyndi Lauper, I realize, that the change can only come. Then Kim Carnes.
Yes.
Yep.
When we stand together as one. And then it's a chorus.
Yeah.
No, there's two more.
When
before
we.
the chorus.
No, well, you're thinking of.
Ray Charles?
That's
one.
later
though. No,
Yeah.
no.
it goes to the chorus.
It goes to the chorus.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a chorus.
right,
We are
right.
the world.
Yep.
We are the children. Then it goes to Bob Dylan.
Yep.
There's a choice
Yes.
we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true. We make a better day. Just you and me. Wherever we are. Then it's Bruce Springsteen and Stevie Wonder go back and forth.
That doesn't have it on here, but that does sound right.
I know. I know it's right.
It is right. Yeah.
And then it's Ray Charles.
Yes.
And then it's James Ingram again at the end. And then more Ray Charles at the end. Is there anything else in there that I'm missing or no?
No, that was
Okay.
mine. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I think I got it pretty much.
What about the Minifan version?
Did they do that? I think they did.
Yeah,
they
they did,
put
yeah.
that in. That's right.
Did Madonna decline that? Was there
Probably.
something behind?
Well, I know the big thing was Prince did.
Prince. Yeah, I thought Prince and Madonna
Prince put
both.
a single on the album, but he was not there that night. It was like a whole Michael Jackson thing.
She's still touring, huh? She was in.
She's in Boston. Yeah.
The show didn't start till like 11:30.
That really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew she was in Boston, but 11:30.
Shoot myself before I saw it at 11:30. Jesus Christ.
She had the auto-tune going too.
Yeah, she was also lip syncing a bunch,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I don't need that shit. But that'll be a good documentary. Actually, there was a good one years ago with the making of it. It was on HBO. Jane Fonda hosted. They had a bunch of footage, but this looks pretty good. Yeah, Bruce is going to be in it, so I will definitely watch that. That's the end of January.
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Is that right?
Let me double check. But
And then they did a second one, didn't they? When like Haiti, remember that? And
it was bad.
That wasn't that good.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nobody from the first one, I don't think, right?
Lionel Richie.
That's it, though, right? Michael Jackson's probably already dead.
He was.
Yeah. So there you go. What else, Gus? Or John or Steve, whatever. You guys have anything?
I mean,
go ahead, Gus.
I mean, I had Portnoy's reaction to Belichick and Jerry Thornton.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Chris Christie out though. You see that yesterday?
Chris Christie is out.
He was caught on the hot mic too.
Yeah, ripping
Nikki
Haley. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And they're just ganging up on her right now because she's probably going to be the vice president.
Is that what Trump is saying or no?
No, he said he knows who his vice president is, but he's not telling anyone yet. And then
Didn't he say he was on a show with him?
I have.
That's one. I don't know if it would be like Tucker would be my.
I thought he was hinting at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to pick. I don't think Tucker's
That
going
would
to
be
do
strange,
that. I don't think Tucker's. Maybe, who knows? I mean, if that's what he wants to do.
He did mention it last night.
I saw the clip. I guess I don't want to play the sound.
And then I think it was Vivek too was saying that they're priming DeSantis to be the VP. I think for Nikki Haley or something.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, he's a bore. He's awful.
Well, dreadful. I almost vote for fucking Biden. just out of spite. Gonna have fucking Nikki Haley and fucking DeSantis, dancing around the Oval Office. I think I'm all set. Jesus, can we just get some? Just get a normal person,
normal young
human
people,
being.
yeah.
Just a normal person. Is it that hard? Maybe
Vivek
it's not.
seems kind of normal.
Kind of, but he also seems very he almost seems like an AI.
He does.
Everything with him is.
But he's totally in that Trump camp. Like whatever Trump tells him to do, he's going to do.
Right.
It's just going to be insufferable until November now.
Why is that?
Just all the ads nonstop.
That's the way it is. It's like Nikki Haley's a liar, and Ron DeSantis, and Donald Trump, and Joe Biden told us, I think everybody's mind is made up one way or the other. Nobody's going to be swayed at this point. You're either voting for Trump or you're voting for Biden, and that's...
Would it even really matter in the end?
Probably not. I'd rather have Trump in office just for fun, but, I'm not particularly concerned about it. I mean, I don't want Biden to be president for 4 more years. He's just a fucking disaster. But, I don't know. We'll see what Jared Fogle has to say about him. I got to the part yesterday while Mike was setting up about the first time he looked at the menu and said, wait a minute, I can lose weight by eating Subway. There was like 4 pages. I was mesmerized. It worked for him. I mean, listen, we all have flaws, but that part he did well.
Yeah, he did.
It's like Hitler with the highways. Like he built highways, but he's a bad guy. Disavow, but I'm saying that Jared lost weight eating Subway. So, what can you do? What else? What else do you have in that book of yours, John?
What do you think when like the OG Minifans pop out of the woodwork? Like MHB the other day was like, craziest week and a half.
I may cover that in on Mount Kirkmore.
Okay.
That may come up on Mount Kirkmore. I'm just saying.
On your worst
list?
list?
Horizontal or vertical tees? What is that?
It could be a vertical.
That vertical? Do you have any idea, or are you just saying that?
I would guess it would be a vertical for that.
That would be a guess.
Yeah, because I'm thinking horizontal, so.
I don't know. I've never understood that one.
I've never even heard of that. To be
honest. They would say to me, it's a good horizontal tees. Yeah. What do you got,
Is there
Steve?
a part of you that's like, where you been though?
Tune in.
All right, that's a tease.
I would not do that to Beanbag Ron. I would never, that's his show. I wouldn't get in the way.
He's in more shows than I realized. I started paying attention way more to the network. Now I see Beanbag Ron everywhere.
Yeah, okay. I was saying, what a realization in your life.
It was big. It wasn't as big as when I was sitting there changing my kids' diapers and I'm listening to Robbie V talk about the fucking weather.
I have not listened to yet. Yeah, I haven't listened to that one. But people are making money off him, I guess.
I love some Robbie V.
Oh, yeah?
Good.
Get him in at some point, I guess. What do you got, Steve?
I was going to do the trivia.
Oh, yeah. Is this music worthy or no?
Think carefully.
It's got to be better than what we had yesterday. So we had the song on yesterday.
Can't argue that. That was the worst game ever invented.
All right. So there was, Sopranos.
I can't believe this. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
We'll do this second, Steve. Thank you. I'm going to look at my email just to make sure. There really is no Mudstack today. That's legitimately crazy.
He should be doing something.
He's doing nothing.
The laundry.
Yeah, he's doing nothing right now.
And he's going to know you're going to kill him on it.
Steve, if Gus goes, do you then turn all this anger towards Mutt?
You should, maybe do that.
Yeah,
that sounded
that's a good
like
move. It's a good move.
Like he should be doing something.
But he should though, Coleman, right? Like, I mean, this is like for him. He's been talking about it, and he's still got that little radio mentality in him that, almost feels like he's talking to himself at home. Like,
I mean, he is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just Jesus.
Does he have dogs? Is he talking to his dogs?
I don't know. I don't think he does. I don't think. Go ahead. Let's play the game.
All right. So, with The Sopranos, the 25th anniversary.
Right.
I did a little research. There's probably like 15 people that were in Goodfellas that were also in Sopranos.
Did we do this before?
I feel like
I haven't.
Oh,
so I don't know if it came up.
We did do this.
This is a recycle game, Steve. We did this.
You did? This is like Stevie Bits?
This is like the time we stole. This is like the time we stole. Last time we saw a TikTok game last time.
Sheldon gave it to me.
Stevie Spoofs?
You stole that. Remember you stole a TikTok one last time?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could do it because I don't even remember. But
Who was that?
Was it a caller?
How about The Godfather and Sopranos? Let's do that. Not Sopranos.
Let's do Sopranos because I don't remember it.
Okay.
Let's do it. I have no.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many you can get? I had like 15, but
I think it was Daver.
Was it really?
I think it was
That
Daver.
sounds
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Imperioli.
Yeah.
The mom. Carmela's mom.
Yeah.
Polly Walnuts.
Yep. Very easy one.
Between Goodfellas
and Sopranos. A very easy one.
Take it easy. I'm
Okay.
obviously Frank Vincent. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Is that the easy one or no?
No.
Okay. You just point it up, like higher up. Does that mean higher up in the Sopranos cast or the Goodfellas cast? Well, obviously Lorraine Bracco.
Yeah, that was the easy one.
15. How many is that?
5.
5. Okay. Okay.
I mean, some of them have bigger roles. Some of them have, but.
Obviously, Larry Boy.
Yep. Tony Darrow. Yep.
The fucking stool. It's my favorite one. My favorite one. I want to know about the restaurant business.
All I know how to do is order a meal.
I like this. We do this game every 3 months, Coleman.
We should. Sure, everyone would love that.
Do you know that Janice Rossi died very young, the actress?
Yes.
Very young.
Yeah.
It's a good book about Glenn Kenny. It's called Made Men. It's about the making of Goodfellas. It's a very good book. Should book report on that, Steve.
Yeah, I should.
All right, let me think. I'm just thinking of like the random obvious, like,
How many are we at?
7? 6? 7?
6.
6. Jeez. I gotta think here. Is it Paulie?
No. Yeah, 6.
Is it Paulie? I'm just thinking of like these groups of like, was Pussy in Goodfellas?
Yep.
Okay, I thought he was. All right.
With the fur coats.
Yeah, right. What's his face was not? Jesus Christ, I'm blanking on him. The gay one, Vito.
No,
Vito was not. Right?
No, he was not.
Joey Pants was not. Down.
Yeah, better go in Sopranos to.
Right, I
might
think
be
so.
A better thought.
I'm trying to think of like other women. Am I missing any women?
There are women, but they didn't play like a major role.
Am I missing some of the obvious?
Well, you mentioned Suzanne Shepard.
Who just died?
Kind of, yeah.
Really?
If I give you
give me a hint. Yeah, give me a hint.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, Beansy.
Beansy.
Yes, yes. Of course, the helicopters.
Yeah.
What do you got, Gus?
I have no clue.
Have you ever seen the Goodfellas?
I have not seen the Goodfellas. I have seen
not the
Sopranos.
Goodfellas.
I have not seen Goodfellas.
Okay, Adam Sandler's not in it.
Here's another hint. Wigs.
Wigs.
Goodfellas. Wigs. The wigs that don't come off.
Oh, that's right. He plays one of the guys in the motel.
Maury, right?
He plays the He plays the owner of the. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Who was in real life? I think Joe Pesci's apartment superintendent. That's how he got the role in King of Comedy, which he's in.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wait, he was in King of Comedy?
Yeah, he plays. There's a scene in the restaurant where a guy behind De Niro is making fun of him, mimicking him. That's him.
Okay.
That's him.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We have Bracco. We have Imperioli. We have Pussy. We said Pussy, right?
Yeah, we're getting down more to like you really got to think about it to.
So Shepherd. I know, but I'm a good time. Help me out.
No, I know you do.
Somebody like anybody famous or no?
No.
Samuel L. Jackson was not in Sopranos.
No.
Right? Oh, he knows them both? I think he's in Goodfellas. I remember texting Ryan about this. Is Tobin Bell from the Saw films?
He was on the...
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? He plays... I think he plays in Goodfellas, plays his probation officer. You know what I'm talking about? The actor or no? In The Sopranos, plays the military guy when AJ goes to military school.
Yes.
I think he's in both.
You're right. You're right.
He's in both. Yeah.
You're right.
He's in both. Okay.
Speaking of court, in Goodfellas, there's another one right there. You broke your cherry. Like there was something.
Oh, in that scene?
Yeah. Like Counselor Proceed. Like he was in both.
Who was it?
Frank Albanese, who played the lawyer.
Yeah.
And then Uncle Pat. He was Uncle Pat.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, who else is there?
Nicole Burdett, who was the mink coat girl. Take it off. That was Barbara.
Right.
Tony Lip, who was Carmine and Frankie the Wop.
Also the subject of Green Book, the movie Green Book. That's him.
Yeah. The John, I want to say Charkia, who was in Billy Batts' crew.
Yep.
And he was also the fat guy in Phil's crew at the end when they sat around the table.
Oh, making in the cold.
In the cold. He was there. And then the last one was Frank Pellegrino, who was Johnny Dio, and Frank Cubatoso, the FBI.
FBI guy.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Famous restaurant owner.
Yeah. So he was there. Yep.
Yeah, it's a good game, Steve.
And then 4 from Godfather 1 and 2 on Sopranos.
4 from Godfather 1 and 2 on Sopranos?
Yeah, 1 or 2 that was on Sopranos. There's 4 of them.
Okay. Uncle Junior.
Yep.
Obviously. Johnny Olaf.
Johnny Ola. Yep.
I say Olaf because it makes me think of Frozen. Godfather 1 and 2.
Both were also in Goodfellas.
Also, not Sopranos.
Well, they were on Sopranos.
They're in all 3?
In all 3, yeah.
Oh, in all 3?
Yeah.
If I named them previously to that, no?
Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 that you mentioned on the Sopranos list that were in Godfather 1 and 2, but also were in...
Sopranos, Godfather, and Goodfellas.
Yes. 2 actors do all 3.
Frank Vincent's on 2. No. Frank. No. Jesus, who am I forgetting?
Higher up in the family in Sopranos.
Higher up in the family in Sopranos.
Yeah, like one of Tony's closest people in the Sopranos.
Paulie Walnuts?
Yep.
He's in 2?
He was in 2. He was part of Frankie Pantano's
Oh, yes. Crew. I knew that. All right, who else?
Tony Lip was in Barzini's crew.
Right, okay.
And then the guy who played Al Neri was one of the DiMaggio brothers.
From Rhode Island?
Yes.
Yes,
Rhode
that's
Island.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. I like that. There you go. We'll do that again in April.
I
like that. Thank you, Steve. All right, we'll take a few calls, I suppose.
Shit on my game. You just ran back a game.
Still better, though.
But it's 25th anniversary, and,
part of it. Your game wasn't even a game.
I know. Your game was just like ripping them apart. Well, Coleman, I got to give you something, too, because I don't want to hear soft serve.
Soft serve, Steve.
Yeah.
It's like, that was brutal yesterday.
Terrible. It was a terrible, terrible thing. So processing the Nick Saban news, too.
Stevie Spoofs.
Are you a movie guy, John, or no?
Not really.
Okay, that's a no.
Yeah.
What's the next one you're looking forward to?
I mean, this is dead time of year.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I have no idea. Yeah, I have nothing. I mean,
because I know you Killers of the Flower Moon was the last one that you talked about, but is there anything that you can think of that's on the horizon that's like a must?
No, because the other thing is you're going to start seeing now the effects of the strike from last year. This is going to be a quiet few months coming up, I think. Then shitload of sequels. I'm not a big Dune guy. My friend Jeff D. Lowe is. I like it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not a big I'm just not a Dune guy as a property. So
it's almost gonna be like COVID. Remember, like there was that whole drop in COVID where we got nothing.
And you get a lot of that. I think so. Yeah.
Did you check out Maestro at all?
Yeah, it's more your kind of movie.
I did not like it.
Too close to home?
Well, I was going to bring up another one, but Saltburn I thought was great.
That is your.
Saltburn
that's on
was phenomenal.
Netflix right now.
Can't recommend it because it's just like
Coleman kept watching one scene over and over.
In the bathtub.
How's that tub, Coleman?
What is it about, Coleman?
It's basically an updated version of The Talented Mr. Ripley. If you saw.
Oh, yeah,
it's good. It's fine. Like I thought it was fine. Like it was good. It was good. Yeah, it was like a B. I liked it. Maestro was dreadful.
I hated Maestro.
Dreadful.
I thought it was terrible.
So dull. Terrible. People are pretending it's good. They're fucking nuts. It was terrible.
I forget her name. Whoever the wife was in it.
Carey Mulligan?
I thought she was good. But outside of that, I was just bored the entire time.
Yeah, I don't have time for that stuff. The older I get, if a movie stinks 20 minutes in, I can't fight it anymore.
Not worth it.
I just know it's not going to be great.
For like Netflix specifically, you're saying? Like if you're at a movie theater, you'd stay. Yeah.
By the way,
I still can't believe you do the 3-hour movies in the theater. When you mentioned,
what would you do? What would you do if The Godfather came
on
on now? You wouldn't go see it in the theater?
I just can't get through it. Like it's so like.
And by the way, I didn't say Oppenheimer was better than Godfather 1. You suggested that on the wrap-up show with them that day. I said it's better than Godfather 2.
I don't think that.
Fine.
Jeff said it too, and I'm like, I don't get it.
That's
like,
fine.
Why?
But people like what they like.
But it just
Godfather 2 is a great film.
I just think Godfather 2, though, their lineup of actors in Godfather 2.
Well, that doesn't mean the movie's better, though.
Very true, but I thought you had good acting performances in that.
Are great. Godfather 2 is a great film. But why can't you just say Oppenheimer's a great film?
It is good. It's
good,
very,
not
very
great,
good.
though.
I love it.
What's the last great film you think?
Oppenheimer is the one that
You just said it was good. It's great.
But in terms of a great movie, yes, Oppenheimer was there. I like it, but I wouldn't put it ahead of.
I'm just staring at him.
My blood pressure is going up just a tad when someone says like Godfather isn't in that.
No.
He's saying Godfather Part 2.
It's a great film. Godfather 2 is a great film. But I think Oppenheimer is on that level. Like I'm open. I'm not. You're stuck in the past.
I'm not doing the bits.
I'm willing to say the new stuff can be great.
It can.
New music can be great. I don't think it's great, but like other people do.
Yeah,
I got to be open minded to that.
And the last one you saw was the Iron Claw in studio.
It was fine.
Theater. So yeah,
it was fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's for.
I think a long movie at home too. You're more prone to like look at your phone, not pay attention.
Or just give up and watch the rest the next day.
Right.
Yeah, it's like not a real film experience.
Yeah.
It takes multiple days.
Or what?
Or talk to the dogs.
Talk to the dogs. Well, like The Irishman. I mean, that was like
The Irishman took me 4 days.
Yeah, same.
Or Billy Madison. It can be 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, definitely.
While you're eating your fucking dinner.
And there's nothing to talk about.
He actually had dinner sitting next to my parents when he was filming Grown Ups.
Who did?
Adam Sandler.
There's a lot of connections with you.
My parents had no.
Did you have sex with Salma Hayek? Did you say? Is that what you said or no?
Yeah,
the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life.
Ufi Malufi.
Yeah, it's an Ufi Malufi.
She's an Ufi Malufi.
Yeah.
She's
If Salma Hayek and Kim Kardashian both offered to go out with you on a date, who'd you go with first?
Salma Hayek.
You would?
Salma Hayek, absolutely.
Okay.
How about you? What would you pick?
Salma Hayek. Yeah.
John?
They're both lovely women, but I think Salma Hayek's more attractive.
John, what would you do?
Yeah, I'm in that camp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gus?
I'm not a big
Oh, it's
Kim
a Salma
Kardashian
Hayek,
person.
hands down.
We don't have to ask Coleman.
Kim K.
Yeah. Right.
Come on.
Yeah, sure. All right. Are they loaded up?
Yep.
All right. Hello.
Hey, Steve is known as the fraud father.
Steve, there you go. You're back.
What is the name?
What's that?
What is the name of that restaurant that you thought replaced Halfway Cafe, the Italian market? What would you call it?
Who, me?
Yeah, you said Steve.
I don't know who you're talking to.
You, the fraud father.
What do you mean? What
What'd you
restaurant?
call it?
What restaurant?
You said there was a place that replaced the halftime pizza. You called
Jay
it,
Pace.
You called it a name. It's
Jay
an Italian-
Pace. There
no,
wasn't-
Jay Paci. What kind of Italian are you?
Oh, Marone. Oh, no. What do you have to say about that?
Go lay down, will you? Go lay down.
Here comes.
Don't start. Today's a business trip. I don't want to start with you. Go lay down. Leave me alone.
Yeah, Kirk, now
Yes.
that Dave owns the company, would you be supportive, I know you haven't in the past, of the Mongoose, Augustus, fighting this kid on Rough and Rowdy? Would you support that?
I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't care. I hope go buy Rough and Rowdy. Was it a couple of weeks?
January 25th in Providence.
January 25th in Providence.
Have they asked you to go?
I don't think so. Have they?
They'll probably show up on some booze.
Oh, it's that documentary thing, right? That guy.
Well, he's
right.
I haven't
Is he
heard
not fighting?
I haven't heard anything from him.
Okay, let's hope he's not. I'll go to that.
Foundation is
The last time it was in Providence, that girl had you on her bikini.
I saw that on Twitter yesterday.
Was that the official Barstool account that tweeted that?
Yeah.
It was.
No, that was R&R.
Was that R&R's?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
page.
What do you text, Steve? Who are you texting?
I want to make sure that Jay Pace
He's
is there.
rattled.
Forget it.
He's rattled.
That
Wow.
upsets me.
Wow. Hey, look, maybe you're not Italian.
No, nothing. I'm Irish.
I don't know. You're 100% Italian. You trace your
Sicilian.
bloodline all the way.
Yeah, every single relative. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Hello. You could ruin that if you wound up with Salma Hayek or Kim Kardashian. You would break the bloodline.
Worth it?
I'm okay to sacrifice that. I'm okay to sacrifice that.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Terrible account.
Well, my daughter's half Greek, so I mean that's.
Oh, is that true?
done.
So it's done.
Yeah, it's
So it's
done.
done.
Yeah,
It ends.
it end.
Jeez.
Pizza, though.
Greek food's great.
Good morning. This is unemployed Dave calling Aiden's burner account on X. Boston Radio Watch. Get a load of this. On this day in 1992, Nirvana performed Smells Like Teen Spirit on SNL, a song that Justin has rewritten to be Smells Like Toddler Spirit. Send tweet.
Every time he said smells, I just heard smells.
I did too. I thought you say smell as well. I thought
He,
it was.
he doesn't give up though.
No, I give him credit. I think he's embracing it, which I like. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
This Steve guy sucks, man. I fucking hate him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
hey, Gus, real quick. Listen, I know you're worried about if you lose your job here. Reverse engineering some math. I'm going to guess what your salary is. You can go make $50,000, $60,000 a year, working some office job. There's plenty of construction openings. You'll have 30 people looking over your shoulder. You're going to be all right, man.
Nobody's tweeting at him then, though. He's not like a
figure it out.
star at these shows. He's not. That's what it is, you know. He doesn't care about the
Yeah,
show.
I mean, it's going to be hard, but I mean, they'll make the salary he's making there. I mean, he's not making $150,000 a year.
No, it's Julie's position. What would you what would you do next, Gus? If like let's say I just retired anyway. Forget getting fired. Like what would you go look for a job? What would your
Post
next-
office.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go follow my dad's footsteps.
Yeah.
The family biz.
Yeah.
Would he start talking to you at that
They
point?
get good
He might
benefits and
actually.
everything. Yeah, with post office.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's part of the union, so I'd be hooked.
Does your dad hate you?
Probably, but he won't admit it.
Oh, is it the real issues with you two?
It's just
He must be crushingly disappointed in you as a son. I would be.
Yes.
Yeah, that would break my
never
heart if you
admit
were
it.
my son. I hate to say it, but yeah, it would break my heart.
No, he's got it's very clear who his favorite is.
Who's that?
It's the middle one, Mike.
Mike. What is Mike the military guy?
He's the military guy, least fuck up.
Yeah. That's the way. But I will say this. So that's the way that Joseph Kennedy felt about his son, his oldest son, the military guy. He died. So maybe you're like John F. Kennedy, who then you get next, well, hopefully, next in line. Yeah, we'll do a live show in Dallas. Don't worry. Love Gus in that convertible. So have you ever had this out with your dad or no?
I mean, we've gone at it each other, and now we've kind of just reached the point that there's things we'll talk about and things we won't talk about.
What is the crux of your? They're loaded up, Coleman. Yes. Hold on. What is the crux of your arguments? Like, what's the core argument?
It's just he thinks I'm not being genuine to myself when I'm being silly, having fun, in doing that. He just thinks that's not me.
Not lying.
Because that's not the son he raised.
But I mean, but like your house is a mess. Like your disc golf, drugs, like video games. I can't blame him.
No, I don't blame him either. It's just.
But you get mad at him though.
It's just
So you do blame him. You get mad
because
at him.
because
I can see you getting like very, very hot and animated.
Yeah, because my personality, like he's been telling me this since I've been like 10, 12 years old. I'm now 33, 20 years. At what point is it? This is maybe who I am.
Well, is there some way? Do you ever take any inventory of what he's saying may be true though?
Some of it is.
Okay. You're not going to change that though.
I mean, I just want to be me.
Okay.
Yeah, but there has to be a point where like there's a lived experience that hasn't happened yet with him that
You're not going to have kids
really
ever,
kind of
right?
changes
You're
his
not.
perspective.
Your wife
on
doesn't
life.
have kids.
No.
Okay. Well, then who cares? Then
yeah.
If you have kids, I mean, then that becomes an
That
issue.
just changes the game, and you have
Poor
to.
dogs though.
What does Colonel Mike think of you?
We hated each other in high school.
Mm-hmm.
He's always viewed me as the annoying little brother, and now we tolerate each other.
Okay.
Has your mom
I like
come to your
Mike.
house yet?
No.
What's up with that?
She came once when we
Did you see
first
the
moved
pictures,
in.
John? Did you see the pictures of it? Would you go to that fucking house?
I know, but even like when you first get the house, it's
Well, she
usually
did.
like a big
Like,
thing.
they came in like the first time.
I don't know,
like-
did you buy the house?
Yeah.
But you don't have any money though. Like, how'd you buy it? How much did the house cost?
It's 420. It was 425. We've already made some.
Already what?
The value's already gone up.
Oh, but I said how much you buy it for? I'm asking for the
425.
You don't have any money though. How'd you? Somebody loaned you money, right? You got money from your family. Or
Well,
something?
that was part of the reason why we got married in Mexico was because her parents offered it was either we could get married up here and have a bigger
Shenanigans.
ceremony,
There's something
or
going on there.
go to something
There's
cheaper
shenanigans.
do something cheaper down in Mexico, and they'd help.
So your
with the
wife's
down
already
payment.
bought the house.
Yeah,
Coleman loved that one
entirely.
Like, well, we have a mortgage, but yeah.
Yeah, they put down the money for it.
Well, I mean, we put some down too.
They put down more.
Yes,
that's fine. I was just curious. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah. Because they're like I said, they live in Utah, so it was going to be just as expensive. Like prices, they get a wedding up here, people coming in, and everything. So
What's the Utah part of it? I don't understand.
it's just like her family lives in Utah, so like for all them to travel, everything coming in.
So they didn't go to the destination wedding.
No, they did. Of course they did, because that was
Well,
cheaper.
that's where the business is,
Because
right?
that's the
Didn't
cheaper.
they have a business
Are they
or
Mormon?
California
What are you
or
talking-
something?
wait, what's cheaper? I'm confused.
So it would be cheaper.
We're supposed to having a wedding with like 300 people here.
Here.
She's from Utah.
Her parents now live in Utah.
Right.
So that's why it was, and they have like a vacation like membership club thing.
Don't make this more confusing.
And
do you understand what he's talking?
Where was the family business?
What?
Wasn't there a family business?
No, there was no family.
What are you talking about?
Are you talking about a
I'm
timeshare?
confused.
Yeah,
a timeshare.
What are you talking about? So hold on. So they gave you some nice money. That's very nice for
Yes.
down payment. Okay. Was that a loan or they just gave it to you as a gift?
Gift.
That's very nice. So that was the money they were going to spend on the wedding.
Yes.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. There you go. Which is way more. I don't blame you. It's way more practical.
Yeah.
But then you sunk some money in that destination wedding. That wasn't cheap.
Wasn't overly.
But do you get it back though, like with the envelopes?
The envelopes.
Yeah, how much money did you get in the envelopes?
Well, yeah, because I mean, the
We got
booth.
a good
you have
healthy
absolutely
chunk.
pissed away, I'm sure.
No.
On video
It's-
games.
No,
and
no, that's
all
all.
that.
That's all been house renovation, so it's been nice.
Yeah, it looks great. The house looks perfect.
I redid the kitchen light the other day. I was happy.
Yourself?
Yeah.
You redid the kitchen the other day.
The kitchen light. I changed the light fixture.
That's your renovation?
That was one of them.
Instead of working on the show.
Yeah, of course. Hello.
Should've filmed it.
Kirk, just whack him, please.
Hey, Gus.
Yeah.
Gus, why can't you get a job at a dispensary? That seems like it might be more of your speed.
Not a bad idea.
That's a great question.
Would you get money for your stroke and stuff if you didn't have a job? Were you getting money as a disability? You were not eligible for that?
No.
I'm surprised at that.
That would be a good job for him.
What's that?
Dispensary?
No, he loves this though. He doesn't like care about me or the show. He cares about the people on Twitter and being like Gus and doing like the video last night, which was meaningless. But like he likes that. If he's on the show, he just floats away like these other guys.
Well, then he has to come back to it.
You know how that is. I mean, yeah.
Well, then he has to come back to it.
Yeah, people like
the live show,
Yeah.
and then they want him back. And
Which to John's point, Snell did not really even have that. Like, welcome back. Like, oh, we missed this guy. Like, it was like, oh yeah.
I know, I was waiting for it too.
It's almost better
Yeah.
for the long run.
The problem is Snell then can't go away now because then you're dead forever. You got to battle through that, you know. But now he's gonna wave his arms, so it's a whole thing. Hello.
Hey guys, just something Blind Mike said the other day that kind of struck me in relation to Gus. You know, he said he needed to take his time, step away from the show, and kind of learn how to live his life. I think Gus maybe needs to do that. Look at John Fetterman. I don't know if you saw him. He couldn't speak when he started his campaign.
Now the Republicans love him.
Basically made Gus. I mean, he made Gus sound like Christoph Waltz. Like a linguistic genius.
Interesting one.
Now
Okay.
Today, he speaks better than Gus today.
That's true.
So I mean, Gus, you could go figure out whatever he did and go do that, and then you can actually get your life back on track. And having said that, through this whole process, Kirk, do you ever just think, maybe I should have just said, yeah, sure, Steve, we're partners. We're kind of.
I'm not that far. Not that far. Close though. Thank you, buddy.
what's the breaking point? Have you arrived at the breaking point, or is there something else that will happen that you just like forget it? Like, how far are you to like the actual breaking point?
Well, we can't let you get the win.
I feel like the lies have been.
well,
the lies are almost innocent. That's the problem. There's no
the listening back stuff where you like not listening to.
That's
the clips.
bad, terrible, terrible. But there's no like.
What's the next?
There's
like,
no.
clip
There's no
thing?
like evil into his.
Yeah, right.
That's like what worries me the way about Mick is Mick is an evil little fucking guy, which is good but also bad. This is a sweet, innocent, retarded person who like can't. You know what I mean?
But what would you done on Friday if
Steve,
Montante?
that sweat. Jesus, take it easy.
Jesus.
Okay, Steve?
If Montante, yes, absolutely.
What was that?
Selma Hayek.
Oh yeah.
What if Montante said yes to you on Friday? What would you have done? You said you have by 12 o'clock to accept this job. I don't know if the offer was real, but let's say it wasn't. Montante on the phone said yes, I'll take it.
He would have the job,
and you would have whacked him.
Yes. Yes, that was an offer.
Bad play by Montante then.
Well, I mean, that's his life.
So now he's going to partner with Mick? I mean, come on.
But is he trying to Montante? Well, who's playing who? Is Mick playing Montante? Is Montante playing
I could already
Mick?
see tomorrow Montante having a slightly different story, maybe, or a different pitch.
He'll be in tomorrow
Drinking
with the Drip
18
Lord.
waters.
Yeah, exactly, with the Drip Lord. Hello. Hello.
He just left.
Okay.
508.
Hello.
Hi. So you bashed Applebee's the other day, which I mean I personally don't agree with.
That's
but,
fine.
What are your favorite sit-down chain restaurants where you have to have a waiter like that?
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Wow, here we go.
Top 5 chain restaurants.
Let's go.
Does Pizza Hut count?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a chain.
Yeah.
Well, do you need a waitress or a waiter?
Yeah,
Consider?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Pizza Hut number 5. I may move them around in a minute. I'm just going to get them all noted. Pizza Hut number 5. National chains, caller?
Yeah, you can do local too. That's fine.
Well, I want this thing to pop on TikTok, though. It's going to be national, right?
Gotta go national.
yeah.
Fuck. All right, fine.
Vertical tees.
So Chick-fil-A obviously doesn't count then.
No.
Although waitresses come by and refill your drinks, but we're not going to count that. I mean, that would be number 1 if that counted. Well, number 1 is Olive Garden. Let me just get that out of the way. It's the greatest. Olive Garden's the greatest chain restaurant of all time. That's real Italian food, Steve. What?
Oh, shot me. You just shot me.
What?
Olive Garden.
Have you ever been there?
He's raising my blood pressure already. I've been there once.
You didn't like it?
No.
Why not?
I don't like the sauce.
Forget it. I'm not doing the list then.
No,
Steve.
I
what you
no,
did.
I don't like it.
Steve, had they put peas in the pasta, different story?
No, I just don't. I don't like the taste.
You don't like
of
the breadsticks? No.
Unlimited salad.
You'll never go out to eat with me, but I'd take you to a better place than Olive Garden. I mean, come on, what are we talking
We're
about
taking
here?
the JP Pace.
I would take you to a nice restaurant.
The place you suggested was closed down last time. Remember, you said this place was permanently closed.
Oh,
remember?
But I would take you to. I wouldn't take you to freaking Olive Garden. What are we doing here?
I'm an Olive Garden guy.
All right, good for you.
Yeah. I get I got a nice breadstick. I got the pasta.
The soup.
The pasta fagioli. How would you say it? Fagioli?
Fajola.
Fajola.
Yeah.
Pasta fajola.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, fine. Okay. Are you an Olive Garden guy, John?
I think Chili's is a stronghold.
Chili's is good. It's good. When it's bad, it's bad.
Yeah. Right.
I had Chili's with my brother Ryan Masters Sunday last year. It was fucking terrible. Terrible. Probably the bad. Just grilled chicken, but it was
Fajitas.
It was super salty though. Very. And it's their chips when you order them are also very hit or miss. But a good Chili's is good. I happen to agree with you on that. I put the Chateau on that list, but it's not
Chateau's-
that. It's not.
Yeah.
Oh, you like the Chateau?
I like the Chateau.
Chateau
Better
you're
than-
okay with.
Better than the Olive Garden.
Interesting. Okay. How about East Side Mario's? Remember that one? Or no?
I remember.
That was the
I
Bradford
don't.
place.
I don't think I've ever eaten there, but I know
Vinny
he liked it.
Testas?
Vinny
Remember Vinny
Testas?
Testas
I
or
do
no?
remember that.
Yeah.
I again didn't.
Okay. I'm just trying here.
Not a
Applebee's
big
stinks.
thing.
Fridays, not my favorite.
They're closing now.
A bunch of them did.
Yeah, a bunch of them did.
Yeah. Hello.
What's the new one?
Are these guys just good to go once we're done or no?
I have their links. I told them right after the show.
Jeff too, or
I told Jeff as well. So
hello.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Got a question for Gus.
Shoot.
Gus, so you watched this show since the beginning, or excuse me, listened to this show even before you worked on the show, correct?
Correct.
And would you say that you respect Kirk's opinion on music, culture,
Yes.
etc.?
Yes.
And you've never seen The Goodfellas?
Yes, I have never seen The Goodfellas.
That's unbelievable as a person. That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
How's that possible,
He shows
Gus?
you zero respect.
I just
The Goodfellas.
I should be whacked for that.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Well,
Doesn't make any
Montante
sense.
didn't see it either, though, right?
So that episode, though, was the last time they played that game.
Oh, was it Montante or?
It was Daver in with Montante, and that was the big three: Goodfellas, Godfather, Casino.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, right.
That'll come on TV too. Like that's one of those
Yeah,
ones you see
it's
it.
all the time.
I'm not
Montante
watching.
being from Jersey and not seeing it is crazy.
Have you seen The Godfather?
Yes.
Okay, so you're lying, right?
No, I've
Great.
seen The Godfather.
Have you seen all
the entire film?
The entire film.
So if I ask you a question, you'll know the answer.
I will not.
What's the family's last name?
In The Godfather, Corleones?
Okay. What's Al Pacino's first name in the film?
Don?
We just mentioned it.
I guess sort of Don. I guess in a way, but Michael Corleone.
Michael.
Who plays his father in the motion picture? What actor?
Jim Pesci? Joe Pesci?
Not Jim Pesci. Not Joe Pesci. Jim Pesci.
Jim Pesci.
The Godfather.
I can't.
If I say he played Superman's father, also.
Nope.
He's like the most famous I would say actor
Yeah.
before like 1975 and before. I'd say. Famously eccentric, very fat when he got older.
Why don't you just give him the big?
His first name's Marlon.
Marlon Brando.
There you go.
Hey,
there you go. It's not bad. Okay.
Getting there.
Who plays Sonny Corleone?
Is that Joe Pesci?
No. You keep guessing Joe Pesci's.
No, he's not.
Nor Jim.
No, Jim.
He just died. Oh, he died about a year ago, year or two ago.
Died
No?
a couple years ago. I don't know.
James Caan, you heard of him?
Yes, I have. He was in The Dad in Elf.
Well, there we go.
I guess he was.
Your guy was in
I
there.
suppose he was. Who's that?
Duvall.
Of course.
Yeah.
Still alive. Still kicking.
92?
Yeah, probably. Probably is. Yeah, he just had his birthday, right?
Yeah. 91, 90, I think low 90s, yeah.
They shot Sonny on the causeway. He's dead.
And then they kind of like didn't give him a bigger role in Godfather 2. Remember that he was kind of like in the
Tom
back
Hagen?
more?
Yeah. And he was on Godfather 3. He said no.
Right.
He was not offered enough money. He told Coppola, fucking hit the bricks.
Mm-hmm.
One of the greatest actors of all time. Maybe more great films than the actor ever. Hello. Still alive. I always say Redford, Hackman, Eastwood, Duvall, Nicholson, Beatty. These guys are all still alive.
Yep. And did I read Eastwood is still working?
He's directing a movie right now. He just finished directing a movie.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. You know who Clint Eastwood is?
Yes.
Have you ever seen any of his movies?
Gran Torino.
Is that it?
That's it.
You've seen one Clint Eastwood movie in your life.
I mean, I may have seen more, but Gran Torino is the only one I know for sure.
Can you name another one?
Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry?
He plays Dirty Harry.
Fucking Clint Eastwood is up, right?
I was looking for his age, but Dirty Harry's not on there. Oh, yeah, it is right there.
Just Dirty Harry.
I wasn't even looking at it, but.
Could you name a Robert Duvall movie?
No.
Not one. Do you know who that is?
No.
If you look him up, would you know his face out? You would have to know him.
You would have to know.
Let me see.
Not that Coleman knows, but I'm just saying.
Once I looked him up,
Oh, yeah.
I could remember.
What do you know him? When you see that face, what comes to mind?
What's that?
It's a Will Ferrell soccer movie, isn't it?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah.
Kicking and screaming.
Yeah, I figured it was. I figured it was.
Wouldn't
Give
be
it to the Italian.
He was good in Falling Down. Remember that?
Yes, he's
He was really good in Falling Down.
greatest actors of all time.
He was also Apocalypse Now.
Yep.
Well, he's the most famous line in the movie. Yeah, he loves the smell of napalm in the morning.
Oh, right, right.
Hello. I can't believe this. This is a disgrace.
You have the option. You should do it.
Gus.
Yeah.
I showed up to breakfast with him and said, would you mind going down to Florida taking care of that for me? And just Gus has no idea what to
Throw
talk
him to the
about.
line.
No, yeah, no idea.
Throw him to the line.
No idea. Hello.
Gus, do you think that if you would have listened to Ron Augustus' advice of not being the center of attention and silly all the time, do you think you would be less of a piece of a shit right now?
I don't think he's a piece of shit.
I don't think no, he's calling you a piece of shit.
Oh, me?
Nobody thinks you're
Stay
nobody
with it,
thinks,
Gus.
we all feel bad for your dad. But he and your mom produced a piece of shit is what
Yes.
he's saying. Not
Yes.
me, he's saying that.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. No, nobody I don't think Gus is a piece of shit. I don't think anybody thinks that. He's a very nice guy. He's a nice person. So I would say to Ron and Gus, if I ever met him, I'd say you have a nice. Be proud of the fact you have a son who's a nice person. He's a disappointment, sure. We all understand that, but he's a nice person.
What would you say to Mick's parents?
I'd rather have Gus for a son than Mick.
Wow.
Jesus.
That's a big move. That's a big statement.
I wouldn't want either one, but Gus has a good heart. Mick is evil. And that's a compliment, but Mick is evil.
It does take an evil man to be texting guys and doing
No,
that
just-
thing. I mean, he's got no heart.
pure-
He's
I would rather have Gus for a son, I think. Don't you think? You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd rather have
There's
Al.
a dark side
Rather
to
who?
Mick.
Al.
Yo, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, Al is like the Mike of that family. Like he's got the
There is
HVAC business.
There's a real dark side to Mick. Like there's just something.
I looked at those messages. Mick is into that, and I don't think it's like he's ready to fuck that guy.
He's too good
at it. Yeah, I think he's fucking that guy. I think, which is fine. You know, good for them. Hello. Coleman's jealous, but yeah.
401.
Gus, it's Jim Pesci.
Hey, Jim.
You done with that stupid ass job so we can go get high, you little bitch, or what?
No. That was
Jim Pesci.
Jim.
Hello.
Oh, they gone.
Bill Belichick in 10 minutes. Big press conference.
I saw Chandler Jones released a song about him too, or something.
Yeah, he's a sad case.
That's sad. It actually is sad. Who would you pick as the worst Minute fan, John, if you were doing Mount Kirkmore? It's me, Jeff D. Lowe, Beanbag Ron, and the pizza guy, McFuss Daddy.
The worst.
I'm going to stray away from the obvious just to give people away.
Yeah.
Well, who are you going to say?
Mayo.
Oh, yeah, but I mean.
But other than
I think Jeff will
Mayo,
probably pick him.
I was always incredibly annoyed with Kelleher. Like just the look of his face and everything.
He went away too once
He did.
the
He
heat.
did.
Yeah, but that's a knock.
of the current people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mayo. I mean, who's worse?
Have you been on with Mayo yet or no? Oh,
yeah,
there's a show
I
from
was
Hell,
on
yeah.
with him. Yeah.
Mayo's growing on me.
I like Mayo. I mean, he's a you know.
He was such a pussy that day with Mick in here.
Oh.
And then the next day he goes on Mike and the Minifan, or later
Yeah,
that
but-
week goes on there and says he would have put Mick in a headlock. Are you
Yeah.
kidding
Well,
me?
you have
Are
to be down on
kidding
him.
me?
I mean, he's ratting people out, like calling
Mayo?
like, with Juan the
That was
caller.
bad.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's stock has to be low there.
That was bad. That's true. That's bad. That's a good point.
He was shaking that day.
He was.
It's insane.
Was it that bad? Like being in studio, like you could hear it. Like he freaked out. Mick did. But were you guys like? Was he that intense?
No, I didn't care. I mean, it was funny. I mean, it was strange. I didn't think he was going to come and shoot the place up. I actually honestly assumed someone's going to shoot this place up one day anyway when they come in there every day. So I'm like, whatever. Who knows? This guy could pull a fucking gun at the end of the show. I don't know him.
I
I
was
don't know any of
scoping
these
exits
people.
when I walked in.
Yeah, I don't know any of these people. Who the hell knows? We just let him in.
Mutt also in that show, just like the disappointing dad tone was hilarious.
With Mick?
With Mick. The attitude is unbelievable.
I know, Mick. Mutt's a Mick guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
One or two more. Hello. Do this dumb fucking show.
Hey, two questions.
Sure.
Did you like the movie The Score?
It was all right.
Yeah. Do you have a pick for the Sony Open?
I do not.
Great call.
Who will forget that call? Jesus Christ.
707.
You get music lately, Steve? What have you
Hey,
listening
Skip,
to?
it's Rico.
What have you been listening to, Steve? What have you listening to
Rolling
that call?
Stones am I?
That's your group.
That's my group.
What's your peak Stones era?
Steel Wheels. Like I like
Oh,
Steel
yeah?
Wheels. I liked
Really?
Some Girls.
Oh yeah,
I like
sure.
that one.
Sure.
Exile on Main Street.
Would you see them on
obviously.
tour? If they tour, when they tour next year, will you go?
Yes, I absolutely.
You will go to
would.
July.
I
Yeah.
would. I would love to go.
Would you go with Gus?
No, I would pass up the ticket. I would pass up the ticket.
Wow, unbelievable.
I just don't know how not having.
Charlie Watts.
They're just older now. I mean,
they're in their
they still
80s.
perform, but
Yeah, I think
do
you
you
just
have
gotta-
that like same feel like when you see them now as opposed to like
No, but
maybe a decade or two ago.
No, but you got to
like-
go knowing that. Like, you're just
Yeah.
going to see them. Like, that's okay.
Yeah,
That's all right.
because I mean, you don't. I mean, Mick's still doing his thing, but like Keith Richards is a little bit slower, and Ronnie Wood's a little bit slower. Like, do you get to a point where you're
I don't
like,
know who's on the drums now.
I don't either. No,
Maybe Steve Jordan now that took
Yeah.
over. Hello.
Hey, Skip, it's Rico. Making me fucking wait and shit.
Sorry, Rico. I apologize.
What were you doing sending that fucking retard down to my show the other night?
Okay. They don't all work.
You don't talk about them enough, like or a lot. The Stones. I know you like
They
them.
don't mean
but-
that much to me. Like I like them, but they don't.
Yeah.
They're a great band, obviously, but yeah, they're not. They just don't mean that much.
Mm-hmm.
To me. But I like them. They're a great band.
That newer album I thought was decent.
It's fine.
You know?
Yeah, I like that they tried it.
Yeah.
Like most of these bands don't even try that.
Mm.
You know, you're gonna see. Yeah. All right, one or two more. Please be good. Christ. Hello. Big show tomorrow.
Gus, my man, I got a quick project idea for you. I think Kirk would appreciate it. We've been wanting Chris Russo on this show forever. Can you get him?
Haven't you had Mad Dog on here before?
No. I haven't really been asking for it either, but yeah. Thank you. Hello.
Kirk, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
Coleman, Happy New Year.
Hey,
Gus,
Happy New Year to
I
you.
hear the bowling team's on a little win streak. Good job, buddy.
The
So
what
I had
is?
a question for you, Kirk.
Is this Kane?
Yeah,
It is Kane.
He's on a
Yeah.
little win streak.
Oh, Kane, you stink.
good.
You stink.
I know. Thanks.
You do. You're a nice guy. You're a nice guy, but you are. Oh, you stink. I do like you though, but go ahead.
I like Kane.
Come on.
That's okay. Hey, listen, I'm trying to rank the worst third chairs.
Go ahead.
And where would we put John from Warren in that list at this point? Bottom three? Where would you put him?
I think first
What do
show.
you think about his
First show,
appearance today?
fine. Like I think he's, fine. Like you could stick him. Like you need somebody with him, is what I would say after his first appearance. Like, but these guys sometimes, Kane, you can't grade solely on the first appearance. You know what I mean?
That's true.
What would you say? What would you
So,
say?
and then
Clearly,
one other thing-
you want to kill him, so go ahead. I'm fine with that.
I don't want to kill him. John's from my town, so I'm trying to just get through. But I've been in the chat, and I haven't heard anybody speak good or bad about him. So that's usually not a great.
That's
sign,
not great.
right?
That's true.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's
great.
actually what I was worried about.
That's not great.
I'd rather be terrible or
Not great.
somehow good.
Steve, how you doing?
Good, Kane. How you doing?
Good. My confidant. Thank you.
Oh, it's that? Oh, really? Yeah.
So I think the most compelling part of the last few shows is your reluctance to fire anybody has been more compelling than anything I've been watching.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to wonder: is it?
You're trying to
is it
wonder.
Just that you're like a pussy about it?
Oh,
yeah.
man,
is
you're,
it like
okay,
a-
you're not afraid to call me out, man. I respect that. I don't know. It's like I have no idea. It's like you harassing Mutt's kids. It's like I don't know. That's Mutt off the air came was not. I would just say not pleased. No, I think it would be easy. Like put it this way, if it was you, like you're kind of a dick. Like I like you, but you're kind of an asshole. It'd be easy to fire you. Gus is like it's like firing a dog. You know what I mean?
I know it sounds just like excuses, though. You know what I mean? Like you called out other people for taking the easy way out, and you just seem like you are.
But what do you mean by
Like
that?
I want Gus to stay now. I don't want Gus to go anywhere because it's much better entertainment him staying on the air at this point.
Right,
it's like
right.
watching you try to fire him is much more enjoyable for the.
That's probably what's going to
fans,
happen.
too.
Yeah. Thanks,
That's
Ken.
what
It's
he-
probably what's going to happen. I guess. Yeah.
Is it a
What?
pride thing?
I was going to ask him about the ashes.
I don't care. Nothing I care less about than Kane.
Is it pride that you won't do it? Because like you'd be like, oh, I made a bad decision, and then you
No,
feel
I don't
bad
care.
about
No,
yourself.
no.
Like,
I made a bad decision.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I would fully admit that. Like that's no. But like, is it me being a pussy? Like I don't know what that. Sure, I guess if that's.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you don't want to.
That's why I like this. That's why I like the Kane guy. Like he's purposely trying to be the guy who's like I'm not afraid to call. That's why that's like a bad it's like just a weak thing.
Yeah, those pop up every once in a while.
Yeah, he'll float away. Though.
Yeah.
Hello. He lives in your town?
I think he's from Warren, but he lives in Chelmsford or
I don't
something.
think he lives in Chelmsford, but yeah. Hello. I don't know that. Hello.
Kirk, can you pick a number between 1 and 5? I got a challenge for someone in the room.
4.
Okay. 4 is Steve.
Yep.
Steve, repeat after me. Sally sells seashells.
All right, we'll give a call. Is my trivia tonight?
Yes.
Okay. It's me and Hank. I forget. Taking on Big Cat's team, correct?
Yes.
Yes, there you go. That's tonight. Tickets go on sale a week from today for Portland. So we're going to be ready. We're promoting that all week. Get ready. We're going to hammer that next week, especially. Now, Kirk Moore, when will that be on? Do we have it next week or something?
Next Thursday.
It's a whole week?
Yeah, because today's theirs with Clemmer. Or is it Quantum Kirk is with Clemmer.
Quantum Kirk.
So that means...
Okay, whatever. Who cares? Well, anything you want to promote, Steve? When's the consistency podcast?
This weekend. I want to see how tomorrow goes with Montante.
Oh, what's your expectation?
I think he blew his chance last week. He should have just said yes to you, and I just think you're going to get to the same thing. You're going to hear the same song and dance with him and Mick and how they can do it.
You're coming to grips with Gus is probably going to survive this, huh?
He's taken
emotionally.
He's withstood the beating, and it is what it is. I mean, but
you're starting to like him now.
It sucks.
It hurts.
It sucks.
Yeah.
But you won't pull the trigger, and what are you going to do? Like you said, you'd rather play cards at Satriel's and eat a sandwich, and
that's true.
If someone told you to go whack somebody, you wouldn't. So I get it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been I would have been a good mob guy, not a great killer.
Yeah. But at least
true.
I mean, it is what it is. But
okay, all right. You seem devastated by this. It's a terrible thing.
I thought it would have happened, and
don't give up. Don't give up. You never know.
But credit to him, I guess, that he's withstanding the beating.
I guess.
But
he's been the last 2 days have been easy.
Yeah,
kid gloves the last 2 days.
Yeah, but again, I just think it's
a couple days ago was brutal. I think, but
but that was a classic Kirk.
But too easy the last few days. But what am I going to do? Like this is on me now. You shouldn't even. It should be all your animus should be toward me, not toward him.
Yeah, I'm waiting. The next time something happens, you'll remember this week or the past 2 weeks, and you're going to do it to yourself. You're going to do it to yourself. You have the chance to pull the plug now and just end it, and you're going to do it to yourself, and you'll be in the same position.
Any final pictures from you today, Gus? Or do you feel like you're in a good spot?
I have a couple things planned for the week. I'll have some videos coming up. One's going to come from the show account, and hopefully the little longer one I'm doing tomorrow will be out this weekend.
Okay. Is that going to be annoying to me or no?
I don't think so.
Okay. You know what it is, Coleman, or no?
I do.
He's coming to help me film it.
Okay.
I'll maybe run it by. I don't know.
Run by me?
Yeah. I don't know.
Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. Just
what is it?
Feel it out.
This is the one you don't want to say?
Yes.
What is it?
He wants to go somewhere.
What is it?
With a megaphone.
Yeah.
What, to the Red Sox thing?
I was just going to go outside Fenway Park and yell for Sam Kennedy again. I've been working.
That was your big idea?
I've been working on a.
How does that
be all right?
But how does that help the show though?
Because I'm working on a script that I'm going to have prepared to go in with things I want to say about how bad this Red Sox ownership.
Let me hear a line just from the script. Is the script been written yet?
I have it right up.
That's a lie. You don't.
No, wait.
Did you have it right up when you said I have it right up?
I do not. But I was writing it this morning.
But isn't this Blind Mike
writing
all over again?
Yeah, well, that's
me. Or
well, that's my opening line.
Writing it this morning. Okay. How much do you have written? Gus, Coleman, look at it. How much do you have written?
I'm trying to find the actual line now.
How many words?
Oh, there it is.
Take a picture of it. How many words?
51 words.
What are you laughing at, Coleman?
So the one he had up was just a blank page.
I had so many
He does have something else
career
here.
right there, a
I don't
blank
know.
page.
51 words you have.
Yeah.
51 words.
Give us a taste.
A great man once said, I have a question for Sam Kennedy.
This is with your megaphone.
Yes, this is all going to be out the megaphone right outside of Fenway Park.
Okay.
And he was so rudely thrown out. And now the Red Sox ownership is too coward to face their fans. It is time that someone brings everything this organization has done wrong to their face. Starting off, the Mookie Betts trade, working way back. I'm going to bring up getting you kicked off of EEI. I'm going to do the Bambino trade. I'm going to do...
Mike's Peak was a pimple then.
How was he feeling in that spot when the door was open? Imagine that. The door was open. There was nobody there.
There's nothing we could do about it. Who would that be on the phone? Would that be you, Steve? If like when De Niro's on the phone with him?
Yeah.
Gus is gone. There's nothing we could do about it. Okay, go ahead. I see. Can I give you a piece of... Don't do this now.
Okay.
But it would be funnier to me, just me, if you did it somewhere that wasn't Fenway Park, because that's obvious. If you did it somewhere random,
okay,
that might actually be funnier. You know what I'm saying, John?
I do.
Like, does this work for you as a Fenway Park thing? It's like funny if you're watching like on a stream just because.
So I knew the megaphone was going to be a prop in something.
I also knew this Blind Mike thing was going to come back once this happened yesterday with this news, right?
Yeah,
but if you did that,
you never have an idea.
The Burlington Mall food court would be interesting.
I don't know anywhere, but like you never have an idea. It's always somebody else's idea.
Well, it was. Yeah.
I'm just saying it's okay. It's okay. I'm just saying it's not like That's somebody else's idea.
Put the scissors down. Yeah, like, put them down. It's not that bad. You know, like, come on.
It's not the worst plan we've heard this week.
No. It's not a plan, but it's not the worst right. You're going to go help him with that, Coleman?
Yeah. Whatever he needs. Yeah.
Why are we going to run that by me?
I don't know. Just him in a public setting screaming things can be dicey, I guess. You never know with this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what
He is the absolute worst.
To me, it's got to be.
And he lies.
You got to confront somebody with that.
Yeah.
I would hope someone would come out and be like, why is this?
Who's not come out?
Not
Sam
from the
Kennedy's
Red
not come
Sox.
out? Like-
No, not from the Red Sox. But like, remember when Mike went to the truck day and then he had that person come up to him from there? So like,
you mean like when somebody else did something exactly the same?
yeah.
Right. Because Mike did the exact same
looking
thing,
for like,
right?
He's looking for like a rich kid.
Mike did the exact same thing?
He just
With
he
the
went
megaphone?
No, did he have a megaphone that day?
But he was at Fenway that
He was
day.
at Fenway for the truck sleeping. He wanted to hear what's his face's poem.
I helped him out with an idea for later, though. So
good.
That might be all right.
That's comforting.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we'll talk about BetterHelp before we call it a day. And you want to promote John, by the way?
No, not promoting
You
anything.
sure?
I'm all in on these guys though. Like I want.
You're in.
I'm in. I want to ride it out
What do you
at
think
this
that's,
point.
Steve?
I got to be the contrarian. It's
Is what it is.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
Coleman doesn't get it.
None of these people who believe in Gus.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
It's a bullshit act. He's a bullshitter. This is Gussie bullshit at its best.
Right.
You guys are all being like just totally taken for a ride here by
Is
him.
there sound of like soft serve ice cream being made?
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea of that.
What,
while
like
Steve's
Mr.
talking.
Softy? Like the Mr. Softy theme would be
Yeah,
good.
because you're Softy Steve. You're Stevie Soft Serve now. Yeah. Soft serve.
How am I soft serve?
You're Stevie Soft Serve. You are.
Oh, okay.
You are.
This is the new Kirk bit.
I like this.
You
I
like
like
that.
But you'll do the wrap-up show with these guys and yuck it up. Yucking up.
It's not today.
How about
Is it
last
today?
time? But you were yucking up with Gus last time. I like you,
The
Gus.
last time,
Gus, I like you. I
Well,
don't want you.
to be fair, he had to say only speak nice of me for 2 weeks.
But that was
during
before that, though. That wrap-up show. That was all like buddy. That was before we. But
No, we had the band that day.
Yeah, you banned us.
You had the band that day.
No, I'm talking about the one that Justin was critical of you. The other one you did, where he was like, "Oh, you were all nice."
Oh, the
You're-
first one.
Yeah.
Well, that was
yeah.
the one that was during the suspension that you told me.
No, that's not true. Right?
Yes,
Right,
it
Gus?
was.
I mean, you were cordial today before the show.
Yeah.
You have to be cordial. I mean, you can't be
Well,
an
you like
asshole
the
walking
guy.
in.
You like the guy.
Yeah, but
Which is fine. You
There's a
should like
difference between like you
don't
have the
respect
band.
him.
No,
He's not going to
Not
like
at
me
all.
when I take his money in cards.
What are you talking about?
Card night. Going with the gonna go.
Yeah,
all your jokes.
we could do
stink.
that off the.
All your jokes stink, Gus. You fucking stink. I'm a Ron Augustus guy. Honestly.
too.
Okay, fucking, Jesus Christ. The poor guy going around there right now in fucking his boots, trumping around fucking mail, his loser son. Warrior's other son's gonna get blown up in the fucking war, and he's got Gus sitting there.
Yeah, he's in Wyoming now. He's good.
Good. Do you have another brother or no?
Yes, an older one.
What's he do?
He works in the postal
Right,
service.
so he's fine with him. Like he's,
Yeah.
Are you too old to get in the postal work or no?
No.
Yeah, but they drug test.
I know.
So you wouldn't be able to do that.
Probably
Can
not.
handle
No,
the dogs.
you just
though.
got to hope Harry doesn't turn into this. Hopefully, he can, be on the straight.
But Harry reads, he thinks, he's, Gus is an idiot. The guy can't, I would honestly feel bad letting him out in the world.
But aren't you the idiot who hired the
yeah,
idiot?
oh, totally.
Come on,
Completely.
what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm saying blame me. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. Go, again, as I always say, take the questionnaire, get matched up, do your work, talk about things, feel better about yourself. Go to BetterHelp.com. The Kirk Minihane Show is sponsored today in part by BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. New way for therapy. Online therapy. You go face-to-face. You can go Zoom. You can go off-camera if you want. And explore yourself. See what's going on. Learn things about yourself. Gus should do it. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. We're back tomorrow with Montante and the Drip Lord, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Boys, thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
And you want to promote, guys?
I confirmed with Montante yesterday. He's going to hang around for the producer show tomorrow too. So
thank
it'll
God.
be fun. Yeah.
Okay. Gus?
Just watch you on Dozen tonight, and
he's promoting him watching you.
No. I'm saying
Nobody's
go
ever promoted
watch-
anything more than he on the Dozen Tonight.
He
by
is
him.
rattled.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is go watch Kirk tonight.
Very
on
close
the
match
Dozen.
tonight. I'll say that. Yeah.
And then also Mount Kirkmore with Clemmer.
Mount Kirkmore.
Quantum Kirk.
Quantum Kirk.
Okay. Goodbye.